check. 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wah 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 lift it up, then it bust it open, lift it up, yeah. Come on, lift it up, then it bust it open for your B-O-Y. Bend it, for your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bossa now.
Come on, blaze, so you know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Get up in here. Get up in here. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Y'all get in the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. We got a few things to discuss. First and foremost, shout out to everybody. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, subscribe. I did my own nails too. Don't look hard though. I'm gonna put them back here. Because when you look close, but back from back here, don't zoom in either. Let me wiggle them so you can't really look hard. You know what I'm saying? Yay, did do the nails. So let me tell you about the event. You want to know what happened at the event? Well, I wouldn't know because I didn't make it. And that's what we're going to discuss today. Because it decided to snow in Atlanta on Friday morning. Let me do it in my Jagular voice. I bet you guys want to know how was the event. Well, I wouldn't know. You see, because God decided to give us snow on a Friday morning. And on that day, I spent the entire day in the airport. Yeah. Girl, I got up, carried my black ugly down to the airport, girl. Yes, I did. I was early too. Yes, I was. I was early. But I noticed when I was pulling in, I said, I don't see a lot of people, but you know, whatever, you know. Then I got out my car with my bag, grabbed my keys, grabbed my purse, you know, type T's. And I walked into the airport and it was an air of silence that I felt. See, these are the red flags that I missed when I walked in there. So that was red flag number 1. Okay. Yay. It was a weird air of silence. So then when I get up to the doggone terminals, well, not to the terminals, but to check in, ain't a lot of people over there. And you can walk right up to the counter. I mean, he had a little piece of line. You know what I'm saying? But that's it. So anyway, he walks up to the line. The man said, no, back up. I couldn't even get to the line before I noticed the news people was there. Red flag number 2. Missed it like a dog. But I'm trying to get to the plane, right? So I'm looking at the news people and I'm like, what? I'm saying, oh, maybe they're covering it because it's snowing. Type T's. Girl, get to the line. Gay guy, nice guy. Shout out to, no, not shout out to Delta because that's who I flew with. Mind you, I had already booked my flight with Spirit because guess what? A flight from Atlanta to New Orleans is about 45, 50 minutes. 45 to 50 minutes. So I'm not spending $400 on no one-way ticket if I can get one for $99. You get it? So originally I booked with Spirit. But Spirit hit me up, girl, Friday about 3 a.m. saying, oh, no, fact, you're going to have to find your own way because we ain't going. That's what Spirit told me 3 in the morning. Okay. Spirit hit me up on the email and say, thank you for your interest, but we ain't going, so you're gonna have to find your own way, right? So then I decided, you know what? I'm a Delta Sky member. I am. They're so professional and so poised and so nice. You know what I'm saying? And they always have everything together. They're so organized. So you know what? The ticket there, $320. I don't want to spend that much, but I know for a fact they're gonna make sure I'm good. Girl, get to the doggone TSA. Red flag number 3. They stopped my bag. Now I'm waiting for my bag to come through, but I'm early. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Gets down. No, I'm sorry. Let me back up. There was another red flag. When I got to the counter, the man said, oh, the flight you was on got pushed back an hour. And I said, oh, okay, it's weather. Then another red flag was, oh, no, that one canceled altogether. I said, what? He said, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got you another flight here. This flight had you out here. He said about 3 o'clock. And I'm saying, well, okay, you know, tight tees. Girl wrote my terminal down on my ticket and sent me on about my way. Goes through TSA. Bag gets stopped. Run through the dude. I don't even know if the dude was even looking in the bags. I think the dude just opened the bag and was like, here. So yesterday, if anybody wanted to go in the airport and act a fool with something, yesterday was the day. Okay? Girl goes to my terminal, sitting, chilling, minding my business. You know what I'm saying? And then I get this email. No, I'm sorry. I started talking to these dudes who run baggage check. No, they push the what do you call it? The wheelchair boys. That's what I call them, the wheelchair boys. So me and them sitting down talking for 2.5 hours, just kicking it. What's up? What y'all doing? Nothing, chilling. Girl, they bringing me snacks. And I'm over here saying, as I'm walking around, I don't see many people at the doggone gates. So I'm saying, red flag number 4. What we on 4 or 5? 5. 6 was me sitting down talking to the wheelchair boys for about 2.5 hours. Well, long story short, I get this email saying, hey, girl, you at Terminal B? And I say, yeah. They said, well, good. Your flight about to take off in about 40 minutes. You need to get to Terminal F immediately. So I grab my keys, grab my purse, grab my jacket off to work, and I get all the way to F. And the people at F said, oh, that flight already took off to New Orleans. I said, I know you lying. Ain't nobody behind the counters now. I said, I know you lying. No. So I go to another, that was another red flag. I go to another Delta across the way, another where they had people at, and I say, hey, can you check this? And they're like, no, that wasn't the right flight. This is the right flight. This is the flight number. And I'm saying, are you sure? Because I'm getting an email from this one, and they say, no. So okay, get my black behind on the train back to Terminal B. Get to Terminal B. Talk to the dudes for about another 45 minutes. Flight canceled. What? But then it says, but no worries. We have another flight, and it's the one you just left from Terminal F. And I said, well, wait a minute now. Hold on. So now I goes to the other terminal. Now the lines is down the street. But see, me, yesterday the girls were girling. I was cute, tight tees. So I wasn't standing in line. I just found a terminal where they had men there that looked straight. And I walked up and I said, hey, excuse me, can you help me really quick? I'm so lost. And they're like, oh, yeah, what you need? And I put my boobs on the counter when I talked to him. A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. So I went to him and I said, hey, is this accurate? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, I'm positive. So he prints me up another ticket and was like, you need to run over there. So I'm running over there with my head up. Running, girl, running. Get to Terminal F. They say, this is the flight. Red flag number 20,000. The lady said, we got 2 captains, but we ain't got no flight attendants. So the flight can't take off. I said, ma'am, I stood up. You know me, I'm a vocal girl. I stood up. I said, ma'am, the flight ain't but 45 to 50 minutes. We don't need no flight attendant. Is the pilots ready? Because we can all go. And when I tell you, everybody was like, yeah, girl, we don't want nothing to drink. We don't want nothing to eat. We gonna keep our seatbelt on. What's up? We gonna do it. We won't get out the seats. Oh, ma'am, see, the way it doesn't really work like that. So the pilot got tired of waiting and came and said, cancel the whole flight. I'm going home. And left. So now guess what? My whole flight canceled. Everything. Ain't a plane leaving Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson, or whatever it is. But it gets better. So, mind you, I have a car rental already reserved. I have a car already reserved when I get there. I have a hotel, JW Marriott. Ain't no cheap, you feel what I'm saying? Downtown, what's up? And I have these things already set up, and I can't get to New Orleans. So I'm calling back and forth with the Marriott people. Look, I'm a member. I'm a Bon Voyage member, girl. Please, if you don't want to give me the money back, I don't even want the money back. Give me the credit for the rooms, girl. I'll be there all the time, girl. Give me the credits. Give me the credits. So, okay, yes, ma'am. We understood it was out of your control. So we're going to go ahead on and give you the money back. Expect a refund 3 to 5 business days. All right, bet, cool. Called the rental car company and called the rental car company and told them to cancel that. They said, all right, bet, no problem. Now I got to deal with Delta. Delta is telling me, well, you don't want to fly tomorrow? And I said, not really. And Delta was like, girl, we got a flight for you at 9:30 in the morning. You'll make it. And my daddy really wanted to see me. He did. So I said, you know what? For my daddy, y'all, anybody who heard my daddy on here, y'all know Daddy Vu. So for my daddy's 71 years old. I said, I'm gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So I called my daddy. I said, Dad, I'm gonna rebook the flight. And I'm coming in the morning. And he said, I'm so happy. I can't wait to see you. Get my ugly ass up. Did early, 5 o'clock. Got up. Mind you, I ain't got no bag. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Delta was holding my bag hostage. Delta said, we ain't got nobody to go get no bag, so you're going to have to stay. What? Oh, yeah, you won't get a bag till at least 6 to 8 hours. What? Yeah. But if you rebook, we'll put it on the next flight. What? Well, what's going on? Why I can't get no bags? Oh, we ain't got nobody down there working. What you mean you ain't got nobody down there working? The people ain't come to work today. So come back in 6 to 8 hours. This is at 8 o'clock last night. So I had canceled all my stuff. Delta had convinced me to rebook the flight, so I have to rebook all that stuff over again. That was 8 o'clock yesterday evening. I get to the airport this morning about 6. We ain't got your bag. What? Where my bag? Oh, you requested for it to be pulled, so it's somewhere down there, but we don't know because everybody all discombobulated. Wait a minute, hold on. What do you mean? Oh yeah, we ain't got your bag. But if you want, we'll send it to you in New Orleans. I said, well, how long that's gonna take? I don't know. Could be 24, 48, 72 hours. I said, girl, I fly home tomorrow. What are you talking about? Oh, well, you could get in this line, girl. Line longer than long as the Nile River. Do you hear me? So now I'm on the phone with the people because they say I can get in the line and have them divert the bag when they get it to New Orleans. So I'm on the phone with the people, but I got time. The flight didn't board till 10:30, so I think it took off at like 11:20. So all right, bet. I'm in line on the phone with the lady. The lady was like, oh yeah, let me take care of that. Let me look up your number, DL, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I said, what? Ma'am, that flight is canceled. Which flight? Yeah, today, taking off 11 yeah, that flight's canceled. What? Yeah. I said, cancel for what? Weather where? New Orleans. I said, ma'am, I just looked up the weather in New Orleans. Unless it's raining or hurricane, ain't no weather going on down there. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's what it's saying to me. So how I'm supposed to get my bag? Well, you're probably gonna have to get in line. Got in line. The lady said, I said, is it possible that my bag is down there? Somebody could go get it. No, your bag on the way to New Orleans. Cute. Yeah. Today. Ma'am, we can't get your bag because your bag is on the way to New Orleans.
It's survival. I get somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Now, how is my bag on the way to New Orleans and ain't no planes took off? Oh, yeah, we sent it on the truck. They sent it on a truck. It's en route. Just got my notification about 30 minutes ago that my bag is at the airport and where to go pick it up. Oh, and by the way, there are no flights leaving from Atlanta to New Orleans today. Nowhere. You cannot get a flight out of Atlanta to New Orleans today. So long story short, the lady said whenever they get it there, they're going to request for it to come on back home. And she said they're going to drop it off at my front door. I said, ma'am, I book with Delta sometimes. And I do that because y'all have always been professional. You know, I expect certain things with airlines like, Spirit, Frontier, you know what I'm saying? But Delta, never. I said, but this experience has taught me that Delta is synonymous with Frontier and Spirit Airlines, because even Spirit had the decency and the professionalism to just cancel. But all Delta worried about was making the money, and they'd rather kick the can down the road and have people living in this doggone airport for days at a time than to just say, hey, we can't do it. I say, this is extremely unprofessional. And I'm exceptionally or unexceptionally disappointed. Now, thank God, the only thing that was in the bag was my clothes, my shoes. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing valuable, makeup, but there's nothing valuable, perfume. There's nothing valuable in the bag. I always bring a carry-on with me that have all the valuable things in there. So I don't have to worry about that. But long story short, y'all, I didn't make it. I missed 1,000 red flags and I'm here. My niece's ball is tonight. I was going to my niece. So my sister is the captain of the crew of Athena. My niece was going to be the queen this year. My father, everybody was going to be there. And I'm not going to be there. So yeah, that was the end of the story. That's it. Thank you, Divine Empress, for the super chat. Wasn't your Rolex out missing out your bag? Oh yeah, my Rolex and my diamond earrings and my pearls, my real pearls that I just bought. My real pearls that I just got. No, that was handed down to me from my great grandma. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, sure is. Thank you for another super chat. Y'all get the likes up. Only 293 likes. Let's get into the show. Sorry to bore y'all with the first 20 minutes. All right. So, Delta Airlines wasn't only screwing me. They were screwing over a lot of people. Did y'all hear? And we're going to talk about it. About the people that they had to let off the plane on the runway and they were slipping and falling on ice. We're going to get into it, girl. We also going to get into DJ Academiks. So DJ Academiks came out and exposed the fact that Drake was buying or getting clear women for LeBron to skeet off on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is on behalf of Drake. Also, Fat Joe fired from BET, girl. Yes, we're gonna discuss it. Shout out to FBA. The LA fires, I got some updates on that. All right. And Atlanta snow. So this is the thing. I've never seen snow in my life because I'm from New Orleans, the bottom of the map. where they ain't got nothing but doggone Gulf of Mexico teas, crawfish, and shrimps, okay? So I ain't never seen no real snow. So when I walked outside my house today yesterday, and I saw all this beautiful snow, the one opportunity I had to make a snowman went down the drain because my duck ass was running up to doggone Atlanta airport. But nevertheless, I regret that I didn't get to make a snowman 41 years, and I have yet to put me a Jeezy in the front yard. I'm very disappointed, but the snow was pretty. The snow was pretty. Yay, it was pretty. That's all I got. Because that's all I know. It took me forever to get up there because the roads were icy. It was a thing. But Atlanta has some snow, you guys. Maybe it'll take another 41 years to get me some snow. Now, first of all, let me start here first. Let's start with Atlanta snow. First of all, shout out to the A to the T to the L. Because you know what? Atlanta is somewhat like New Orleans, okay? Atlanta don't get snow. Well, New Orleans don't never get. I think one year we got a little shavings of ice came out the sky one year in New Orleans, but we don't get no snow. Now in Atlanta, every few years, 6 to 8, 10 years or whatever, they'll get a little snow, and I love that for the ATL, okay? And while the ATL was out there enjoying their good snow day, I just have an announcement to make to the people up north. Yeah, you Rudolph the reindeer, red nose, whatever Negroes. I got something I want to say to y'all. First and foremost, all the people in Atlanta was enjoying themselves. Listen, they had a gay old time. Do you hear me? Them people was out there doing donuts in race cars. Girl, Jeezy had a Jeezy the Snowman contest. Girl, look, the people was building snowmans, all type of stuff. And look at the Negroes from up top where they wear snow boots when they come out the womb. Look at these Negroes. They all excited, acting like they ain't never seen no snow. Because we didn't, nigga. Why y'all always hating on us? I don't give a damn if I had to take all the snow from the front, the bike, and my neighbor's yard to make a snowman. Let me do me. Okay? Now, all the north, they get a little snow. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl, it ain't even that deep, girl. Y'all should come get some of this snow if you really like snow. Y'all, you could tell niggas ain't never been in no snow. We haven't. We haven't. The most I know about snow is watching Christmas movies, girl. I don't know nothing about no snow. So if the people and the people of Atlanta want to get out there and build them a snowman that's smoking on a hookah, let them people smoke on their hookah with the snowman. Y'all out of pocket. I'm talking about niggas can't have nothing. Do you hear me? Yes, grown people was out there sledding. Girls, one man was in a cardboard box with 2 pit bulls, and he said he was Santa Claus and there was the reindeer. It was a time in the ATL, girl. Let them people live. Not people, I'm sorry. I'm sorry y'all got to come out the womb and learn how to snowplow. I'm sorry. I'm sorry y'all putting salt down in the driveway and y'all got snow tires. I'm sorry. We don't have all of that down here, okay? So when we want to get out and have a gay old time, stop raining on our parade, okay? Stop raining on the Negroes' parade. We like to have fun too. We don't get no snow. So y'all got to stop with all of that. How y'all mad we having fun in something y'all hate? It ain't our fault. Look. It is not our fault. Negroes, listen, one thing about Negroes, we are very creative. Negroes was out there doing all type of stuff. Do you hear me? Let me go find a video. Look at it. Oh, Jeezy had a snowman contest, girl. These niggas went crazy. Do you hear me? I mean, shout out to y'all who live up there where it be snowing all the time. The most I know about snow is, let it snow. Ooh, let it snow outside. cold. That's all I know about snow. Let me have my snow. Look, they lining snowmans up and everything. Look. Yay. Y'all got to stop with all of that. Get the lights up. Fresh. Mohawk, what's up? We was having a good time and here y'all come. Look at these people. Girl, they're making Jesus a snowman. Yay. What's up? And he got the ice on. What's up? Yay. Mm-hmm. Look at the little girl. She looks so happy. I like this one. This one was cute. Ain't that nice? Mm-hmm. They should have got some sticks for his arms. Yay. Niggas cut up yesterday. You got to know they cut up. Let them people cut up, okay? Let them people cut up. I thought I shared the one with... Wait, girl, it might be on my TikTok. I thought I shared the one, girl, they got one where niggas was, girl, hold on. They got one.
I gotta make it to the hospital.
Hold on. They got one where, girl, stop. Ugh. Okay, that's not it. But they have one of the videos where the dudes was outside, girl. It was hilarious. They was doing all type of donuts and all type of stuff. And I loved it that for them. I wish that I could have been out there. If I would have knew that my flight would have been canceled like that, I wouldn't even went up there. I can't find it, girl. Why they post is it this one? No, them niggas acting crazy. But there was a snowman. God, what? Let me see. Atlanta snow. It don't matter. But no, yeah. I think that the people who went out to Atlanta and had a good time, I enjoy that for y'all. The people was outside all day and all night. And they had a great time. And I don't think that is right that people try to take that from the snow people. The people wanted to have fun in the snow. Okay, let them people have fun in their snow. Here you go, right here. No, that ain't it. All right, so we're gonna move on. But shout out to the snow in Atlanta. It was a good and a bad thing. It was great for the city, and honestly, a lot of people called into work at the airport. A lot of people called into work at the airport, and selfishly, I felt some type of way. But honestly, personally, I mean, if I am the empath that I am, I understand, because I wouldn't tell nobody to drive to work in no snow, because the roads were really bad. You know what I'm saying? The roads were extremely bad. So it was hardly nobody working at Hartsville, Jackson, whatever. But you know, long story short, I hope the people enjoyed their day off. And here, I think they off the day too, because girl, ain't nobody outside. Ain't nobody at work at the airport still, girl. Lines down the street. But anyways, y'all, so now speaking of that, I want to go to this. So tell me why Delta, and we're going to move on after this story. So Delta Airlines had a maintenance issue. Now, I heard it was an engine mishap, and the people had to hurry up and exit the aircraft through the emergency exit. Listen, through the emergency exit in order to save themselves. Yes, they did. And these people is running, and a few of them fell. Look. On the flight line, girl. Look. Shame. That is a shame. See, you could tell it wasn't a lot of black folk on that flight. Because see, me, I would have fell as soon as I got off. Hold on. This is on the flight line. Hold on.
Airlines says 200 passengers on a flight bound for Minneapolis from Atlanta were forced to evacuate this morning due to an engine issue. Passengers exited the plane by slides and waited in freezing temperatures before ground transportation took them back to the terminal. The airport says 4 passengers reported minor injuries. 3 were treated on the scene and 1 was transported to the hospital.
Now, in a statement, Delta wrote, quote, flight crew followed established procedures to suspend the takeoff after an indication of an engine issue. Again, the airport says that the aircraft aborted that takeoff at 9:10 on its way to Minneapolis. We can hear the pilots talk about reporting a possible fire in the engine located on the right wing. Again, these were the pilots speaking to traffic control all as this incident was unfolding. 201 passengers were on board, 7 crew members, that's 2 pilots, 5 flight attendants. All of them were forced to evacuate, and the NTSB says they are monitoring this entire incident as it unfolds.
It happened this morning. Delta
Can I give y'all a secret without saying too much? First and foremost, I didn't know this was happening because I was too busy worried about my stuff. Number 1. Number 2, this story got crap written all over it. Don't ask me how I know this information, but let's move on. So they said there was an engine indicator that said that there was an issue on one of the engines. All right, the jet has 4 to 6 engines on it. I don't know what model that jet is, but let's just go with 4, right? The jet had not taken off yet. They were just taxiing to the runway. So with that being said, if there was an issue with one of the engines, then all they had to do was shut down said engine. I don't understand why they did the whole emergency door exit out the doggone slide and run off the doggone the airplane. All they had to do was shut down said engine and they still could have taxied back into where the tarmac is. I don't quite understand that. I really don't, because I hope you guys know when you have planes like these, like a commercial aircraft, you know you don't need all engines to fly. I mean, you would like to have them all, but if one happened to fail, you do know that the plane will still fly as long as one on the other side that's balanced will fly it as well. You feel what I'm saying? So how the hell they have a ground abort and they telling these people get up off the plane? You can't even taxi back. You can't shut down that engine and taxi back to the tarmacs? Huh? Like, what are we talking about? What are we really talking about? And then this is the thing. Let's say the engine did blow. Let's say it. Let's say the engine blew. Do you know between the materials that would have blew up and the actual blow up, everybody would have died anyway? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If the engine, because mind you, they stood on the airline. Hear me out. They stood on the airline until somebody was able to come and get them and bring them back. They still would have died. What are you talking about? They still would have died. Something in the milk ain't clean about that whole situation. It's giving fake. It's giving fake. I promise you. Something is fake about not the people that were on the plane who had to get off, because that really happened. But the whole thing gives me fake. Because if there was an issue with the engine, first of all, and that's another thing too, they don't have to. They can get them little small things to pull the aircraft back to the tarmacs. Why didn't they just shut all engines down and have the little taxi thing come taxiing them back to? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. They would have still died. They would have still died. Like, oh, guys. That I think this incident, not the people, but I think the incident itself with the, we got an engine issue. There's too many holes you can poke in that. I think that's fake. I think that's fake. But to the one lady, because they say 4 was injured. No, they say how many was injured? Some of them say they didn't have serious injuries. You lying to me. You lying to me. You lying to me. Everybody, girl, I would have clipped the people in front of me so we could all get paid. Girl, we about to get paid. What is you talking about? And as soon as I fell, I would have peed on myself. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. What's up? The one person went to the hospital. You the smartest one of them all. You are the smartest one of them all. What you mean minor injuries? No way. No way. Girl, by the time I'd have peed on myself on that ground and saw that snow melting from under my boot because of that hot pee, girl. I mean, you're out there anyway. You had to wait on somebody to come get you. You're out there anyway, girl. Minor injuries. Girl, by the time I'd have got down to the hospital, I would have called. I'd have been on the phone with my therapist. Oh yeah, top dollar therapist. Trying to see when I can make my appointment, and then also my attorney. Top dollar, yeah, top dollar. Spare no expense. You know what I'm saying? Type T's. So I'd have been my attorney. I'd have told him meet me at the hospital or her. I would have got a white clear orange juice man. You meet me down to the hospital. I'll be down there. I want to be in ICU. I'm going down there and act a fool, girl. By the time I finish, them people gonna be saying she on life support. Oh yeah, Then when I come through, I'm making my appointment for my therapist. Best in Atlanta. And I need to see you 3 times a week. Oh yeah, dude. I need to see you 3 times a week. Because see, by the time I finish, we gonna be straight. Minor injuries. Girl. Police. You know what it remind me of? Soul Plane. Y'all remember on Soul Plane, Kevin Hart had got that lawsuit and got that airline. Look, remember he got that lawsuit and got that airline. You was right on time when Voodoo Airlines at your service. I'd have got one of them. I got a bunch of YNs to be security because ain't nobody gonna play with them. I'd have hired all the YNs on for security. I would have got a bunch of nice women and men for pilots who know how to really fly, who went to school. Not a flight attendants. We will have tiers to the aircraft. Now, you know, but long story short, the YNs is on security. Yeah, that's all I know for now. The YNs is doing security. Because one thing about them, ain't nobody gonna play with them. You know what I'm saying? So the YNs is on security. But yeah, girl. But shout out to everybody who, you know, nobody unalived. Everybody made it. So it was all right. But girl, I should have been on that plane. Let's move on. Okay, now I want to move really quickly to this whole situation with the Los Angeles fires. Did you guys know that there was a man by the name of, what was his name? Drew the Prophet. He was going around telling people last year, I remember seeing him on TikTok, but he was going around telling people last year, hey, I got a message from God to tell me to come down here and warn everybody to evacuate California. Has anybody heard of this guy? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard of this guy. I'm going to show you some videos where he was going around California. He was there for months. And he said that he got a message from God to go to California and save his people. Mind you, California is going through earthquake right now, and they're going through the fires and stuff. And you got to keep in mind too, just like I saw somebody in the chat say something in that snow. I believe you. That's probably why I didn't get a chance to go out there and play in it. Something might be in it. That probably was my protection. But I believe something in that smoke out there too. Something definitely in that smoke. So even if your house ain't on fire and you near where that stuff is coming in, something's definitely in that smoke. Now, this brother was going around. He was talking about tsunamis. He said earthquakes, a whole bunch of stuff that he said was going to happen. And God had warned him and told him to come down and tell that to the people. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let's get him right here. I'm going to do this one.
Months ago, God told me that a tsunami coming to California and destroying the coast of California. Y'all ever heard of the San Andreas fault? Yeah. It's finna get ready to happen, brother. I came from Atlanta, Georgia, bro. I don't know nobody in California. I got a wife, I got kids. He said, get up and go save my children in California. And that's what I'm doing, bro. My shirt say evacuate California. And on the back of it, it say survive San Andreas, bro. You feel me? So I'm out here fighting for y'all.
We'll survive together, man.
But they've been saying it for hundreds of years. But every day we're a step closer.
Every day the earth is always shifting.
Absolutely. So you get what I'm saying? But I'm just letting y'all know, 4 months ago, he sent me a vision.
Hey, together we're gonna survive it.
Absolutely. Believe that, brother. 4 months ago, God told me that a
Hold
tsunami
on.
coming to California.
There's more.
Evacuate the state of California right now. Survive San Andreas. Y'all don't want to be here when that earthquake hit. We talking all the celebrities gone in one day. We talking all the gangbangers gone in one day. Evacuate the state of California. Survive San Andreas.
Did he say I'm talking?
Evacuate.
Wait. Did he say all the celebrities gonna be gone? Hold on.
Evacuate. Gangbangers gone in one day. Evacuate the state of California. We talking all the gangbangers gone in one day. Evacuate the state of California. We talking all the celebrities gone in one day. We talking all.
He said that. He said I'm talking all the celebrities gone in one day.
We talking all the celebrities gone in one day.
Y'all heard that, right? I'm talking all the celebrities gone in one day.
We talking all the gangbangers gone in one day. Evacuate the state of California. Survive San Andreas. Evacuate the state of California. Survive San Andreas. Thank you, Father, for showing me the vision. So I come say your children. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Evacuate the state of California. Thank you, Yahweh.
Evacuate the state of California. Live in effect, man. We at the Grove with it, spreading the message, fighting for y'all life every day. Evacuate the tsunami coming. You already know what time it is. We ain't playing. We out here doing it on the daily. We spreading the message and we getting it out. It's time to go, California. That tsunami coming and it's on the way. It ain't playing. When that tsunami comes, you don't want to be here. You can believe that. You hear me? 4 months ago, God told me that a tsunami coming to California and destroying the coast of California. Y'all ever heard of the San Andreas fault?
Yeah.
It's finna get ready to happen, brother. I came from Atlanta, Georgia, bro. I don't know nobody in California. I got a wife, I got kids. He said, get up and go save my children in California. And that's what I'm doing, bro. My shirt say evacuate California. And on the back of it, it say survive San Andreas, bro. You feel me? So I'm out here fighting for y'all, bro.
We'll survive together.
He left, y'all. He did a video when he left. He left. I'm gonna go see if I can find it. But he left California. He's not there no more. He left last year.
But they've been saying it for hundreds of years. But every day we're a step closer.
Every day the earth is always shifting.
Absolutely. So you get what I'm saying? But I'm just letting y'all know, 4 months ago, he sent me a vision.
Hey, together we're gonna survive it.
Absolutely. Believe that, brother.
Evacuate the state of California right.
He left California. I'm gonna go to his page. He left
4 months
Cali.
ago, God told me that a tsunami coming to California and destroying the coast of California.
He left Cali and he had a final message when he left. But he was talking about earthquakes, tsunamis. I don't know if he mentioned fire. I just know I only seen some of the stuff that he posted. But he talked about earthquakes, fires, all types of stuff. And he was saying that y'all got to get out of California. Y'all got to get out of California. And I think people looked at him and just thought he was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I think people just looked at him and thought he was crazy. His name is Drew the Prophet. Drew the Prophet, I'm sorry.
Bakersfield, California, the middle of California. This is the San Andreas fault.
Hold on. Because he's talking about the San Andreas fault right there.
I told y'all,
This the
evacuate the
one.
state of California. Y'all didn't listen. I'm on my way out now. I'm gone. I'm going back to the 8, man. You know what I mean? But I just want to give a big shout out, man, to all the high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools, and all the baby mamas, and all the pregnant women out there, and all the gangbangers, and all the Mexicans, and Asians, and everybody that's in the state of California, man. I love y'all, man. Drew X, man. I did it for y'all, bro. All them videos y'all seen me post, I did that for y'all. I didn't do that for me. God told me to come do that, and I did it. Some people listen. Some people did. Some people know. Some people don't even know that I was out there. They don't even know what's going on. Just want to let y'all know I love y'all. I gave my all for y'all, you hear me? I gave my all for y'all, you hear me? Drew it, I'm out. Evacuate the state of California.
All right, that was September of last year. That's when he left. He was there for months. He was there for months. Now, he's more focused on the San Andreas fault and the tsunami. Who knows what's going to happen leading up to this? But all I know is those fires have gotten out of control. They got fires all over. I have an aerial view of the fires, girl, and they say the whole doggone, damn near the whole thing is on fire at this point. Girl, they say like a whole section is on fire at this point. And I said, oh my God. Let me tell y'all something. I know we're used to as a people discounting people or disregarding people because of what we perceive of them. This brother, when he first did it, when I first saw the boy, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, is he crazy? But then when I saw how much passion he had for what he was doing, I said, nah, he ain't crazy. I was like, but what would make him get up and leave his family, his wife, his kids, to go spend months to walk around California telling everybody to leave? I said he has to really either believe what he's saying or really know that this is really a message from the Most High. And I've seen when he would do most of his videos. His name is Drew X the Prophet. I see when he would do most of his videos, most people be looking at him like, man, he crazy. He crazy. He crazy. But is he? Is he? This is an aerial view of the fire so far. It's a lot going on in Los Angeles. And I want to get to this. Wait, but let me hold that. Put a pin in that. This is the aerial view of California. There's a lot of areas in Cali that I'm hearing. Shout out to anybody in here that's in Cali, around the areas where this fire is, or even close to it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody's doing well. Please, if you can, try not to breathe in a lot of that stuff, because I don't think that stuff is good. I think that stuff is all jacked up. Okay. But we'll see here in the future. But I heard people saying how they're getting sick and almost, tight teeth. The government and my conspiracy theory brain got some stuff going on. But let me say this. There were a bunch of celebrities who lost some stuff. And, I was conflicted originally in this topic, because let me say this. I am a person who went through Hurricane Katrina. I know what it feels like to leave your home with minimal to nothing, and there's nothing to go back to. I know exactly what that's like. It is the most devastating thing you'll ever run into. Ever. And for that reason in itself, I somewhat sympathize with the people, even the celebrities, who are in California. But my problem is my sympathy is very limited. So there was this thing going on where celebrities were saying that us regular people were being, what do they call us? Oh, we're being wrong. We're wrong, and we're being mean because we don't want to sympathize with the fact that they lost one of their houses. I'm going to be completely honest. Completely honest. And I got to say it just the way it is. To the celebrities, the difference between me losing everything that I had and the difference between you losing everything that you had is I literally lost everything I had with no money, no nothing to rebuild. Celebrities, this is most of them in those areas. This is one of many of their houses. Now, precious heirlooms, family photos and stuff like that. Yeah, I get it. But how do you want poor nigga me, who got to get up and go to work in the morning, to sympathize with a celebrity who all they do is flaunt wealth, designer this, designer that, money, clothes, you're all on Instagram, vacations. You want poor nigga me to sympathize with rich you? See, And nobody's going to make me feel like I'm wrong for not sympathizing. Now, again, when I lost everything that I had, I literally lost every single thing that I ever had, car included. I had nothing but my pocketbook. Back then I was wearing pouches. So my pouch with my rent money that I decided to hold out on just to see what the doggone thing is, a change of clothes for me and a change of clothes for my child. I didn't have no money to rebuild. I didn't have no money to go get no hotel. I didn't even have money to really go eat. I went down to the Family Dollar, and because all we had was what we had on and a change of clothes, and I went and bought my daughter a whole bunch of tank tops and shorts and some sandals, and I bought me some tank tops and some jogging pants out of the Family Dollar, and I wore that for like the first 3 months. That's what I did after Katrina. Me and my daughter was Family Dollar head to toe. No car, no nothing. Waiting on FEMA to give us something. So, no, I don't blame poor people sitting around saying they don't give a damn because you lost one of many of your homes. That is not on us. Y'all are the people who make it seem like y'all live these glamorous, lovely, great lives, and we're just so average and poor, and y'all partying in the Hamptons and partying with Diddy with 1942, 1492, whatever the hell. Y'all doing all types of stuff. And y'all mad at po nigga me because I got to get up and go to work, and God forbid something happen to this crib, I'm stuck like Chuck on the street. Well, I got a man now who got a big house, but neither here nor there. So you mad at po nigga me that if I lose the only thing, everything that I have is in here. They not in this house and in that house and in that house. If I lose everything that I have right now in this home, I have nothing but what I have in my hands. These celebrities is one or two things, right? It's one or two things. Either you've been lying and capping and you really don't have nothing. And in that instance, maybe this is your karma. Or you do have it and you just want to find a way to be the victim. Let me tell y'all something in the comments. If y'all donate to these people a 1 red cent, first and foremost, it hardly ever goes to the people it's for. Hurricane Katrina here. So let's start there first. They raised millions upon millions of dollars. And I don't know nobody from Katrina that got money off of that. But neither here nor there. If y'all take your hard-earned money and donate to these rich celebrities, that's on you. I know for me, I'm keeping my little coins in my pocketbook. Y'all been doing this whole big old thing, rich like a dog. Good. Continue to be rich. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Okay? I ain't got it. Because this is the fact. Let me bust your head open right quick. This is the fact. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Them people don't be having nowhere near what they say they have. Let's start there first. Them people don't be having nowhere near the things that they say they have. It's all a bunch of cap. It's all for smoke and mirrors to make it look like they're doing more than they really are. But the facts of the matter are, them people be living paycheck to paycheck like us, just at a different level. Because I've seen some celebrities come out and be like Janae Aiko came out and said, I lost everything that I had and da-da-da. Well, she said she worked hard for it. She didn't say she lost everything she had. But girl, you got a rapper husband who walk around with ice on, pawn it, hock it. Hock it. But let me show you. Monique came out and said they don't pay actors nothing. Everybody told her shut her fat ass up. Taraji came out here with a Bug's Life eyes and started crying and said they don't pay her nothing, and y'all sympathized, but then y'all still didn't care. Now we got Djimon. How you say his name? Pokemon Djimon? Kimora Lee Exo Man. He on here talking about, and this the man who was in Amistad. Give us free. Give us free. Give us free. Give us free. Him. He on here talking about how he broke is a joke. Them people don't be having that money they say they have. Let's get into what he said about how he broke. Djimon Hounsou, you better call your ex-wife and see if she could give you a loan. Look,
I'm still struggling trying to make a living.
After 30 years in this business?
I've been in this business and making films now over 2 decades, and still, with 2 Oscar nominations, many big blockbuster films, and yet I'm still struggling financially to make a living. I'm definitely underpaid.
How has Hollywood changed in terms of African representation in what you see since you started out to what's being produced now?
I was nominated for a Golden Globe, but they ignored me for the Oscars, talking about the fact that they thought that I just came off the boat and off the streets. Even though I successfully did that, they just didn't feel like I was an actor for whom we should pay any respect to. So this conceptual idea of diversity, it still has a long way to go. Systemic racism don't change like that anytime soon.
Growing up, you're one of the first big Black actors I saw in big budget films. So it's mind-boggling to me.
But that's a sign for you that systemic racism is not something that you can deal with lightly. You have to cope with it and survive the best way you can. I'm still struggling trying to make a living.
All right. First of all, I used to think Djimon was so fine. Ooh, girl, he's so black. Ooh, he's so black and chocolate. And he had them abs, girl. I remember I seen this video of him walking in slow motion. I said, ooh, what kind of me, please? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's Kimora baby daddy. So nevertheless, first of all, I don't have no problem with this man personally, because he seemed like he cool. He be out the way. He be minding his business. You know what I'm saying? But this goes to show you that, listen, all of them doggone movies this man was in, big, huge, hit, blockbuster movies, and he ain't have a quarter to his name. Do you hear me? He broke. Now he's talking about racism and all this stuff in the system. Well, we all know it exists. The problem is it's going to continue to exist until we as a community start to stand up and do something about it. We just keep taking the coins because we want the recognition or the fame. I don't know what it is, but we take the little nickels and dimes in hopes that things will get better. They never have and they never will. Okay? Now, he came over from Africa. One thing I do appreciate about Djimon, whatever his name is, Djimon Pokemon, always play the African. Shout out to the African brother. See, he ain't no tether. He ain't never come over here and try to play somebody, Nelson, no, not Nelson Mandela, but he ain't never come over here and try to play one of American actors. Okay? He came over here and he was an African. So shout out to the brother. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that for him. And honestly, it didn't affect Americans or Black Americans. It didn't affect Black Americans' roles in getting these roles because he didn't have to. He wasn't competing for the roles that they wanted. Okay, does that make sense? Like when you look at all those African British people who come over here and they play our Martin Luther Kings and our Malcolm X's and our Harriet Tubmans, those people are directly taking roles from African American, Black American, freedmen, whatever you want to call us. Those roles come directly take away from us. Okay. And that is a problem because they pay them less so they don't have to pay us. And then it's also a whole other stuff, you know what I'm saying, that they got going on to where they are changing the narrative on these stories slowly but surely. But that's a whole nother conversation. But at the end of the day, he and Africans like him who come over and play themselves. Okay, so they say he was in Beauty Shop. That don't even count. That was a very small role. Beauty Shop, very, very small role. I'm talking about like the Franklin Saints. That is a huge one. Franklin Saint. You mean to tell me there was no Black American that could have played Freeway? Come on now. You mean to tell me that nobody couldn't have played Freeway? Hell, quiet as it's kept. Let's talk about the other one, the other tether. that I thought was fine, but I don't like him no more. He played an African in a beauty shop. Okay, yeah. What's the man name? Oh, girl, y'all love him. He fine. He was in Takers. Him, the black boy. The black boy. I didn't know that Negro was really British till the movie Takers. Idris, that's his name, Idris Elba. I ain't know that fool was from Britain until he got to doggone to Takers, and he was saying, "We're Takers, ladies and gents." I said, "What?" He say that. I said, "Rewind that. Say that part again." "We're Takers, ladies and gents." I said, "Oh, I know you fucking lying to me." Girl, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. Do you hear me? I had no idea. None. But a lot of them come do that. Franklin, Idris, what's the other one name who got that long name? He played in 12 Years a Slave with the nappy hair. Djimon Hounsou, whatever his name is. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Them Negroes coming over here saying, I'm a free. I's free. I don't know why you say I's a slave. No, sir. I's a free man. I actually play down in the gospel. And the whole time, he ain't even from Acorn. He ain't even from Acorn. Yeah, the sunken place dude too. Chewbacca, that's his name. How you say his name? Chewbacca? Whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce all of that. I seen it on the doggone on the credits, and I said, now who the hell is that? Couldn't even pronounce it. Too many consonants all together at once with no vowels in between. Okay? Whole time, none of these people are from Acorn. None of these are Black Americans, and they are literally taking Black American roles. Literally, like snatch, give me that. But I'm saying all that to say, this is the point. I really do appreciate that Djimon came over here and played an African. But the other tethers that come over here and take our opportunities because they take less money, and then they set up there and study us and mimic us and want to do all of this stuff, and then want to turn around and have them people down in their homelands where it's cold and dreary, ain't no sun coming out, depression is high, morale is low. You know what I'm saying? They had them people thinking that we are less than, when the whole time we are more than. But I'm kind of getting to where I don't want to go yet. I'm saying all that to say to the celebrities out there in California, again, I do have a level of sympathy for you, but I'm not about to sit up here and do a pray for rich people in California game. Now, to the average person in California, my heart goes out to him. If you are Acorn, if you're a Black American freedman, foundational Black American, African American, whatever you Negroes going by today, if you are one of those people, then if we need to start something to make sure you straight, then let's do it. But to the other people, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm putting my people first. That's just that on that. Now, I don't want to hold up on this too long because I got to move on because I'm kind of getting into where I don't want to go as of yet. But I'm saying all that to say these fires, this snow, all this stuff is very, very peculiar. It's giving weird vibes to me. It's giving super, super weird vibes. And I feel like these are all distractions for something else that's going on, okay? In my opinion, I believe that this is all distractions for something else that's going on. But while they're distracting us, remember the government or the powers that be like to kill more than two birds with one stone. They don't like just doing one thing. It's got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things. Okay, so I believe that the snow might be horrible. This smoke is horrible. I believe that the whole thing with Delta is capped. And it's a whole bunch of stuff that they're using to distract. Delta Airlines in the Atlanta airport acting like they can't take off in this aircraft in this airport and all this. I think all of this. I heard they had a flood up in Jersey. I heard they say apartments on fire. They say they got something going on all over the earthquake hit California. Did y'all know that earthquake hit today? 3 point something on the Richter scale. All this stuff is happening literally right now as we speak. And you have to sit down and ask yourself, like I told y'all, we already know the what. You have to start digging into the why. Why is all of this all of a sudden happening now? So keep that in mind. Let me show y'all this earthquake in case y'all haven't seen it yet. Hold on. That was today.
Cannot catch a break.
It's low.
California, Los Angeles, and we actually do have some more breaking news to bring you. It seems like California cannot catch a break. A 3.7 magnitude earthquake struck near the San Francisco Zoo. I am going to pull up this live image right now of San Francisco. We are going to read you what we know. It's not a whole lot, but a 3.7 earthquake, again, hitting near the San Francisco Zoo this morning, just after 7 a.m. Pacific time. That earthquake hit about 3 miles east of the zoo. The quake had a depth of 8.4 kilometers, but thankfully there have been no reports of damage or injuries, according to the San Francisco.
So basically what she was saying was there was a 3.7 earthquake. They haven't heard of any horrible kilometers, any horrible tragedies as of yet. This is all today. 3.7 on the Richter scale. Ain't a 9 the highest or something like that? Child. I'm sorry about the sound, y'all. I couldn't do anything about the sound, but that's what happened over there. It's a lot going on. Please, everybody, keep your head on a swivel. It's something really, really, really crazy happening right now. And we'll hear about it after it's done. But there's something really, really crazy happening now. Now, let's move on. Let's get into DJ Akademiks, y'all. So y'all don't know this, but DJ Akademiks crashed out last night, whatever. Y'all know Drake got beef with what's the boy name? With LeBron, because LeBron was at the concert dancing to They Not Like Us. Okay. So Drake did his 5-minute freestyle that he called the freestyle, AI freestyle, where he sat up there and talked about how he felt so played and how could you do this to me? He said, I loved you. I had you tattooed on my arms. You the only nigga I know that was ever tattooed. No, because he got another bunch of other niggas. But he got the nigga tattooed on him or whatever the case may be.
Right?
Hold on. And he says that he couldn't believe it. Now, Crash Dummy, DJ Akademiks, big fat funky nasty cheesy dirty greasy ass, he decides to be the crash out behind. Because, you know, there's a weird bromance with some of the men's today. And I don't like it. Like, it's one thing to have my bro and, you know, my dog, you know, that's my dog, da. But it's a whole other thing when these dudes really be acting like they in real relationships with each other. It's very weird. So Akademiks decided to grease up his seat and get in it. And he decided to come on here to say what most of us already know. I told y'all that. And as a matter of fact, I can't wait to get home and show this to my old man. Because me and him had a hard down. Listen, I didn't know he was a bronzexual, y'all. I didn't know until the other day that my man is a bronzexual. Girl, he argued me down talking about people saying LeBron is cheating, just trying to tear down a black man. I said, nigga, I know you lying to me. Nigga, what? Talking about that what people do. They be trying to say you one of them. He said, one of what? You a bronzexual. What is that? I ain't know, but no, nigga, that's what you is. That's what you is. Okay? Did tell him that. But he wouldn't believe. I said, baby, listen, I told y'all, and I told him, I used to date a guy from Akron, Ohio. He's an actual doctor, a physician right now. He went to school with Brian. Brian was with the clear girls diving in the whole milk all the way up to the prime. Not the 12th grade, the prime. Brian didn't get him a Savannah until the prime. Arranged, may I say? Arranged, may I say? Everybody in Akron, everybody who went to school with them knew that Brian loved deep diving into the whole milk. Everybody knew. I heard that years ago when I met the boy. Okay? So he was going back and forth with me saying that wasn't true. But long story short, DJ Akademiks gets on here and he basically crashes out because Drake feels some type of way that LeBron was dancing over there to They Not Like Us. And he decided to choose violence and literally get on here and crash the entire F out by saying that LeBron does sleep with white women and cheat on Savannah. And he knows because Drake was going to get the women for LeBron to cheat with. I'm saying, okay, so now we saying we killing two birds with one stone. We exposing LeBron and we putting sex trafficking on your boy. Gotcha. Okay, we're going to get into what DJ Academics said, but let me say this, y'all. There's something weird about these new niggas. I don't know how y'all do it. That's why my man old. Well, he ain't old. He 50, but I'm 41. But he's an older mentality guy. I don't like these new niggas. Maybe because I grew up with a daddy. But these new niggas are very loose-wristed to me, and I don't too particularly like. I don't want to be the hardest one in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be the man. I don't want to be the man. I know I talk like it, but I don't want to be the man. I am very submissive, girl. I don't want to do that. I want to know that if push come to shove, I can't knock your head between the washing machine and dryer. A lot of these niggas, I know I could beat. Like, without a doubt. A lot of these niggas I be looking at, I be like, I know I could beat this nigga. Then he gonna probably have to get me up out of here because I could beat him. You know what I'm saying? These dudes are so loose-wristed, it's ridiculous. I didn't know that we would get to this, but you know what? Black women, we got to take part of our lick too, because we love our little boys. We done love them all the way down to the drawers. Now they all walking around like this. We done loved our little boys, black women, so much so they wrist went from straight in the air to like that. So we all kind of, we all had a part in this, okay? Because these Negroes here are different. Let's get into what DJ Academics, some of what he had to say, girl. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Look.
He's in this shit. This is to appease maybe fans. Like, is he spitting? Yes. Is this at LeBron? Yes. Right? Which, by the way, I completely get that angle too. News flash for LeBron. Yo, LeBron, I talked to enough whores in Canada. I've talked to enough people. Maybe Drake will keep teasing it. Let me just tell you what I've heard. Yo, LeBron, you and Drake used to go on two-mans, okay? You've been cheating on your goddamn wife. Drake used to facilitate the host, and basically, essentially, you can't dance to a song about him being a pedophile. He used to supply you with the bitches. I'm sorry, my nigga. Yes, if I'm Drake, I snitch on you too. Sorry, buddy. You can't do that. No. You've been living a lie, and everybody been thinking you're this perfect guy, but when you come to Canada, I know some of the whores. When you come to Canada, you know you come to certain places. I'm supplying you with the white women you love. You don't even like black chicks. White women. I'm the guy.
Let me say this. This is my thing. It's one thing for Drake to do some bitch ass shit like this, like get on here and hint at LeBron cheating on his wife. But then I could kind of give him a little something because he was the one who fell played. So, okay, fine. But a third party nigga who Drake don't even deal with for real, get on your platform and expose this man's marriage to the world because you feel played that your homeboy is crying? What? And then you're going to get on here and say Drake was going to get the girls. He was supplying the girls. Okay, so now we got sex trafficking going. Bet. And then what the hell is a two-man? Two dudes on 100 girls? What does that even mean? A two-man. They used to two-man. I'm sorry, I'm not hip to the lingo. But this is some old bitch-ass shit. This is some old bitch-ass shit. Okay? Academics, this is why niggas don't really rock with you like that for real. This is why a lot of niggas, you know, this is why he a loner. And the niggas he have around him are some lame niggas who ain't never been around no real niggas. Because real men don't do this. Like, they just don't. Like, how you feel played as the third party? Like, let me let him finish, y'all. Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
So when I bring the tings and I'm hooking you up, when Kendrick drops a song saying certified lover boy, certified pedo, you're the first one to say, whoa, me and Drake done did some two-mans. He ain't never bring no underage girl. What the fuck is you talking about? Or how about you shut the fuck up and don't dance, don't crip walk, don't do nothing, and how about you go win some championships? I'm sorry. I'm snitching on you. That's why you in trouble, LeBron. You can't can't dance to a song about me being a pedophile when we went on 2 mans. That's why you're getting dissed on these random songs. There's like...
And let's be clear, Drake definitely fed him this information, in my opinion, I believe. Because Drake don't rock with him, but when Drake was beefing with Kendrick, Drake was hitting him up saying, hey, go live, I'm about to drop. So he's in contact with Ak. So I'm pretty sure Drake fed him this. And as a blogger, DJ Academics was like, bro, you want me to crash out? I'll get on here and expose the whole shit. And Drake probably was like, run that. I'm telling you, that's how messy these celebrities be. That's literally how messy these celebrities be with these doggone bloggers. So it wouldn't surprise me if Drake said, yeah, run that.
There's like 5 tings in Toronto ready to shout your business up now, bro. Like LeBron, nobody told you if you're secretly cheating on your wife, stay out the way.
What if this snowballs into Academics doing something for Drake and it backfires, and then we find out Drake and LeBron have a trafficking ring, and some people start coming out saying that they were SA'd, and maybe even some young girls. What if that happens? This is how crash out dummy DJ Academics is, all for his foreign butt buddy. What if now you open the window for a bunch of snow bunnies to hop up out of the ground like Groundhog Day and come out and say, yes, LeBron and Drake ran a train on me and I didn't know it was going on, and I feel like I'm messed up and get the crying online. Come on now. What if this happens? What if this, you don't even, that's why you got to be careful. You got to be very, very careful, because you never win. Like Nene said, you never win when you play dirty, honey. You never win when you play dirty, because while you sitting on here trying to drag this whole situation, you could be implicating your boy on a lot of stuff, and it could spill over to LeBron, because y'all know them Clears love a good come up. Them Clears love a good come up. Do you hear me? Love them down to the ground. All you doing is opening the door for a few of them snow bunnies to come out. All they got to do is come out and start sniffling. They ain't even got to cry. Just get your little tissue. It's over. OVA. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know if this is a good thing that Academics is doing this. This could really backfire bad.
And don't dance at your man who been helping you cheat, calling him a pedophile. Get out the way, LeBron. What are you doing? Are you dumb? So now you got Drake over here, damn, like the nigga dropped a whole freestyle basically saying, LeBron, you're a woman to tell on you, bro. Bron! Do you want to get to Bryce getting the league? Stop it! Talking about, oh yeah, like, nigga, don't rap no more Kendrick Lamar songs. Kendrick wasn't bringing you the tings. Drizzy, he wasn't bringing you the tings. Stop it. Just stop it, gang. So you got Drake being passive-aggressive with you now. Just like how you were being passive-aggressive with him. I don't know where y'all fell out at. But nigga, you have a perfect image of being the perfect guy. But you're just like Drake. Y'all all like the same smuts. From the same smuts that look non-black. You and Drake are the same thing. Let me just put this back out there. LeBron, you and Drake are the same guy. You're just married. So by that logic, Academics, are you saying that if the rumor is that Drake likes the young girls, younger than legal age, or around at that age, are you saying if they like the same thing, it's possible that LeBron may like the same thing too? Because you do say they like the same thing. And you also are on here saying that they were two-manning these girls. So with that being said, if the rumor around Holly Weird has always been that Drake like him young, and he was that cool with LeBron so much so that they go have freak offs,
Are y'all tracking? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? See, again, Hollywood is already falling. Hollywood is already falling. Matter of fact, y'all remember that clear woman who was at the game and they said they didn't know that she was at the game and she was sleeping with LeBron? Remember? They had a clear woman, a snow bunny, and she had a BBL. Clear, and they say that lady had been going to that game, and she was, and matter of fact, she was at the after party when they won one of them playoffs or one of them championships. Was it during COVID? I think it was during the panorama. Yay. I'm saying, girl, DJ Academics, you might have really opened up a can, my brother.
That's why when he's getting called a pedophile, you should shut up. Oh shit, they're calling my yo, you think Tiger Woods would start snitching on the guy who was helping him cheat? Fuck no. Oh shit. They're calling my mans who was on 2 mans with a pedo. Yo, I don't want to talk about nothing. I'll be back. Yo, me, Bronny, and Bryce in the studio. Yo, we cook. That's what you should have done. You got Drake over here rapping all type of dumb shit about you now, nigga. Look at this shit. Remember we traded watches. You lucky Drake keeping the light. Yo, remember when I gave you 5 white bitches? What are you talking about, bro? How am I a certified pedophile? How? I gave you the hoes. What are you, Bron? What? Nigga, yo, LeBron, you fucking with this nigga Drake, you might lose a ring, nigga. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Don't you see Drake is in crash out mode? The nigga dropped a song called Fighting Irish. He tatted you on his chest. Drake ain't never had a pectoral muscle in his life. He tatted you on his fucking chest. He done served you up with all the white milk. Dr. Umar would be embarrassed that you could, all them little Persian joints, Moroccan. He done hooked you up. All of a sudden you hear a West Coast nigga talking about certified lover boy, certified. You like, no, you're supposed to shut up. What? What y'all talking about? I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. Hell wrong with you, Bron? That's why you getting snitched on now. Bron, don't you see? What's that girl name? Nigga, yes, Jules was denying fucking you. She can't wait to snitch on you now. She's looking like, Drake, you not giving us no more checks to keep quiet? Might to tell her on this nigga, Bron. Bron, let me tell you this. You might could play till you're 50, but Savannah ain't gonna let you cheat till 50. Stop it. Stop it. You and Drizzy can't go at it. That was your man's. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Oh, y'all mad now. Look, see?
Why does nigga sound like he need to clear his throat? Sound like he got bronchitis or something. I don't know. But let him finish.
See? Yo, I don't agree with how Drake giving it up. I'm going to keep it a beam. But if the man I was helping cheat on his wife start dancing the songs, call me a pedophile, I'm snitching on him too. I'm snitching on you too. I bet. Say less. Oh, word? Certified lover boy, certified what? I bet. Nigga, I'm going to have all the hoes I done let you fuck at the front side seats at the goddamn Laker game, nigga. Let's see if you and Anthony Davis could go win another chip, nigga.
Mind you, this is all because LeBron James danced to the song and went to the pop-out concert. LeBron ain't came out and said nothing about Drake. LeBron ain't said nothing against Drake. LeBron ain't did nothing. All LeBron did was go to the pop-out concert and go, they not like us. They not like, you know what I'm saying? And this is where all this coming from. It's crazy.
Fuck out of here, nigga. What? No more dancing. Kendrick shouldn't even be in your repertoire, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? It is what it is. I'm like, what is Drake trying to say? Yes, Drake dry snitching. You damn right. Yo, hey. Yo, LeBron, remember I hooked you up with mad hoes. That's what the whole song is about. Look, This nigga just rhyming to rhyme. Yo, analyzing behavior patterns. If someone suspicious, niggas was never happy for me. I'd run up the digits. Or maybe when I'm breaking records still, and I guzzle a Guinness. Or maybe when I'm in my 5th Maybach because the color was different. Remember when we traded watches? I gave you the Arabic dial, maybe the number edition. You wouldn't even check up on my son like you was a pedia. This nigga called you Adonis pediatrician. Yes, I'm snitching on you, bro. Sure convinced the gang that it was rooted in love when it is. Show me how different we are. There's black. Yo, LeBron, the secret you've been had is the worst secret everybody in the industry don't know. That's why we all been looking at Drake to be like, you gonna snitch or not? Yo, he dancing to you. Yo, he dancing on your grave. You gonna snitch on him or not? Yo, the only thing we could blame Drake for, yo, Drake, stop the half snitching. Full snitch. Full snitch. Let's get it. Slit. Slit. Slit.
So there you have it. DJ Academics decided to pump himself with a little more estrogen and come out here and do this. This is bad for LeBron. This is worse for LeBron than anybody in this situation because Drake has already been exposed. Drake is already and listen, the more Drake goes, the worse it gets. Because why is you writing a 5-minute freestyle to another nigga? Only time I've ever seen that is when a nigga died. He writing a whole 5-minute poem from AI to a grown-ass man about how his feelings is hurt. What? Oh my God. And then, honestly, y'all let me know if I'm tripping. I haven't seen a woman do this to another woman yet. Maybe I just haven't seen it. But I don't see women on Mad Day getting on live. Maybe I haven't seen it. I could be wrong. But that's not a thing. You know what I mean? Like, because if telling on you is really like telling on me for real. So this could be really, really bad for LeBron. Bad enough they were already, let me get him up here. Bad enough they were already trying to link him to Diddy. They already had some stuff come up where they were linking him to Diddy. Do I see? There you go, right here. They already had some stuff coming up where they were linking him to Diddy. Y'all remember that here recently, a few weeks ago, right when he went missing from the NBA? They already had some stuff coming up talking about how he was at the freak offs. He was trending in everything. He was trending. They had everybody on here saying like, oh, yeah, LeBron is this, LeBron did that, da. He probably just as bad as Diddy. The Three Musketeers, the Three Amigos. You see, y'all remember them? He was already, for real, tied up in some stuff. Now with this per se, with Drake coming, not Drake, well, Drake too, because he hinted at it first in the freestyle by saying, in that leaked text message saying that his record going against me would be like if Nike exposed LeBron for cheating. So he kind of hinted at it already. But he was already being mentioned with the likes of these two, I'm sorry. Okay? And now we have DJ Academics in defense of his man exposing LeBron. That's going to make people go back to the stuff that was happening and why he was trending with Diddy the first time. And they're going to go back and say, he might really do be at the freak offs, because if Ak is over here saying that they be two men and girls and all that stuff, I guess that's a 3-way. But if Ak is over here saying that they be two men and clear girls, it's possible, because we all know, or figure what we know, what Drake likes. So we know Drake ain't going, you know what I mean? Like, all you doing is putting more of a light on LeBron. And this is all because LeBron went to the pop-out concert and was dancing to They Not Like Us. You cannot make this up. But you know what? If it's his time, then oh well, we're going to report on it. Ain't nobody around here about the, oh, no, you're just trying to tear down another black man. He tearing down himself when he tear down them drawers. I ain't tearing down a goddamn thing. I'm not at the freak offs telling him what to do. So don't come over here, the bronsexuals, because I know they're going to come. Don't come running over here talking about I'm just a black woman trying to tear down a black man. He tearing down his black woman by going to all these freak-offs, allegedly, with Drake in Canada, with snow puppies, or whatever they is. I ain't tearing down a damn thing. I'm just doing my part. But it's getting real ugly out here for your people now. It's getting real ugly outside. You get it? Oh, Libran, you might have stepped in the big one this time. You better hope. Listen, this is the only thing I can give to Libran right now. Libran, your only saving grace is if the internet forget about it and move on. If Act goes any more viral than he already is trending right now on Twitter, count your days, Fed. I'm telling you now, count your days, okay? I'm telling you right now, if Drake goes, not Drake, yeah, him too, but if Academics, if that fire catches and gets to TikTok and Twitter get the trending on the numbers, yeah, it's over for you, Fed. You might want to get on the phone and call your old man. Oh, I'm sorry, Drake, because this is getting ugly. This is getting real ugly. You hear me? They on your head, Libran. Libran, they is on your head. Now, Academics, I don't know if you realize how jacked up you just made things for your boy and LeBron. And I'm surprised the bronsexuals ain't take his head off because they love their king. They love their king. But child, we will see. We will see. Yeah, it's very fruity. It's very feminine. I don't like it. I think that it's weird. And I think that any man who sits around and gossips about the things that he did with another man, that's, first of all, let me not. But yeah, any man who sits down and gossip about what he did with another man, especially if he partook, you a lame ass nigga. And I'm pretty sure your old lady could beat you up because I know I try. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, y'all will be posted on the DJ Academics and the LeBron thing. He better hope that don't catch. If that fire catch, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. KB, thank you for the super chat. He was warning of disaster. Yes, the Most High uses many to get the message out. Many may not be exact, but the disaster is very clear. Absolutely. The guy Divine, what's his name? The prophet, I forget his name. Prophet X, Devin X the prophet. I forget his name, but no, he was really going down there to tell everybody in California to evacuate. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you'll probably have to rewind when we get off. But there was a guy who was telling everybody in California to evacuate and nobody listened. But yes, he was definitely a messenger. He was definitely a messenger. Not like Elijah Muhammad. Let's move on. Son, thank you for the super chat. Boo, the state will support them and they'll rebuild. All these fires are in clear areas. Cal Fires prioritize those homes. The media coverage is for them. We'll see, child. We'll see, but they're supposed to be rich anyway, so I don't get it. We'll see. Thank you for the super chat, Savannah Doll. It says, Voodoo, did you see they're casting 2 Africans to star in Friedman movie? Some are talking boycott. I think I heard about that, but any movies moving forward to my Friedman, FBA, Hebrew Israelites, African American, Black American, Muslim, 5%ers, whatever you niggas is today. I think moving forward, we need to start boycotting these movies where we got these foreigners playing us. Because we're here. It's not like we can't play us. And we about to get right into that topic right there. But let me tell you something. Moving forward, Black Americans, we need to start boycotting. Because see, we can't go over to Nigeria and play a Nigerian. You know what I mean? We can't go over to these places and play these different things. But yet they come over here and take all. Yes, we need to start boycotting that. Because it's not the true depiction of what's going on. No matter how much these people practice our accents, no matter how much these people act like they know us or act like they can duplicate us, they can't. And it's getting sickening at this point. Thank you for bringing that up, Savannah. Nicole, thank you for the super chat. Cynthia Erivo, raggedy ass, stay snatching roads. Yeah, she was in Wicked and she was Harriet Tubman. Bald head hoe. Girl, I dragged her on one of them. Was it Voodoo Doll TV? Girl, I dragged her. Girl, she got on my nerves over there singing with the nigga choir. Nicole Smith, thank you for the super chat. Someone is going to slide on Chubby Chipmunk. Not Chubby Chipmunk. Well, he don't go nowhere. It look like he be in that damn room, and it look like that room smell like cheese and must. So I don't know. And he need to clear his throat. Lola3502, thank you for the super chat. You're going to show us your ball gown, Vu? Girl, I might as well, but I don't have it. It's in New Orleans. Whenever I get it back, girl, I'll show it to y'all, girl. It was cute. It was blue and pearls was the theme, girl. Royal blue and pearls. Now it's just track your bag, fat. That's all it is now. Work in progress. Thank you for the super chat. Act is Drake's Meek Mill. He talked too much. Absolutely. And again, that what he just did just now is gonna backfire. I promise you. Watch. And if it don't backfire now, it definitely will backfire later. Watch. Nicole Smith, thank you for the super chat. Act must have Drake's name on his inner thigh. He probably do. On his calf and his inner thigh. He probably got it tatted like Krishan got Blueface tatted, child. Wouldn't surprise me none. Meek, thank you for the super chat. 1.7 in the chat, 820 likes. Y'all get the likes up. She says, y'all show the head doll some love and hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. We getting to where we need to go. FBA versus Fat Joe. FBA versus everybody at this point. And we getting right into it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Please, please, please get the likes up. Now let's get into Fat Joe. Fat Funky Joe. Now, Fat Funky Joe. He is a clear man posing as a Latino. We still don't have the proof on that. We do know that in the past, when we went to look up old pictures of Fat Funky Fat Joe, we found that the Negro, I'm sorry, not a Negro, but the person, because I don't know what he is, he was definitely a clear man in the past, like without a doubt. You know what I'm saying? Now again, New York, shout out to New York. I got to talk to y'all real quick. Y'all were played, fat, and that's all right. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. And now, we got to all come together and clean this up. Because this is the thing. New York has been under the misconception. And again, this is no shade to my New York people. Shout out to my people from New York. Shout out to New York in the building with the green lady in the chat. But we got to have a conversation. We got to talk, fat. Come sit on my lap. We got to have a conversation. A lot of my people in New York have been under the misconception that because the Puerto Ricans live amongst them and hang around with them and eat with them, play with them, some of them may date one or two of them, that they were the same, right? Every person from New York, every person from Jersey, not every, because everybody don't feel like that up there. Let me say that first. But there's a large conglomerate of Black Americans, and I got to watch this because some of them may not be Black American. They might be foreigners too, but I just didn't know it. But nevertheless, there's a large conglomerate of Black Americans who feel like, first of all, the world revolves around the way New York does business. And it just doesn't. Shout out to New York. I know they had the saying that if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And then y'all started putting on Timbs and puff jackets and Yankee fitteds and started thinking like y'all are the world. And I love y'all down to the ground, but you are not. You are a very, 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 very small piece of the people in the world. And what happened is New York culture has started to ooze out of New York and into the dominance of the world, which is us. And instead of y'all saying, yo, let me check my little Hispanic and tell them, listen, me and you could do that, but you can't do that out there with them because I know you and I'm cool with it, but they may not be cool with it. Or as you see, they aren't cool with it. Instead of doing that, I see some New Yorkers, not a lot, but I see some New Yorkers saying, oh, well, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Y'all got to get with the time. See, you don't understand because you ain't from New York. You don't understand because you ain't from New York. Again, New York is this big compared to the rest of Black America. How, and this is another thing too, before I ask this question, I realize too, a lot of people giving the N-word passes are not foundational Black Americans. A lot of the people who give the N-word passes in Cali, I don't know, but definitely in New York, a lot of y'all not FBA. A lot of y'all are some tethers posing as FBA. So y'all get on him just like what's his name? Busta Rhymes. I had no clue that he was from Jamaica. If he never told me he was from Jamaica, I would have never known. Okay? But it's a lot of them over here giving these people the N-word passes because they don't have no value to it. They don't have stories from their mamas and their grandmamas and all them people telling them how, that white man ran Uncle Joe up the road, or how so-and-so know that somebody got hung. And they don't have those type of ties to the land and to the history, right? So what happens is they come over here, they integrate. I'm talking about the black foreigners with the hard R though. They come over here, they integrate, and all these clear Latinos and Latinas are looking at is that we all black. So if one of the foreigners give them the okay to use the word, then they feel like it's cool. And to be completely honest, because people are sheep-like, I'm not saying people are stupid, but people are sheep-like people. Once they see it's accepted here, most of the time, people just go with the move. Like, well, yeah, we all ate peanut butter together growing up, yo. He's like my brother. You don't understand. He's like my brother. I mean, I get it. He Puerto Rican, but he like my brother. Well, let him call you a nigga, 90 going west. He not about to call me no nigga. Never. Because see, where I'm from, a fat Joe will become slim in 0.5 seconds, running around using that N-word. We don't play like that. We don't play like that. In most of the deep south, especially the Bible belts, we don't play like that. We don't play like that. So if whatever y'all was doing down in the Boogie Down Bronx, keep that shit up in the Boogie Down Bronx or correct that shit. Because what's going to happen is we getting all these Puerto Ricans coming out here. Cardi B too. My nigga. Evelyn Lozaya, all these Puerto Ricans coming out here because they used to doing that shit down in the projects. We not rolling like that in the rest of the world. You're going to get yourself popped. Okay? The foreigners with the hard R, I told y'all this a while ago. Well, y'all, not this channel. I talk like this on Voodoo Doll TV React. So if you're interested in content like this, please follow me at Voodoo Doll TV Reacts, because this is typically where this type of content goes. But it's Saturday. I didn't go live yesterday, so I said we're going to all get it on over here. So listen, this is the thing. It's a lot of foreigners with the hard R posing as Black Americans. And those are the ones, a lot of those people are giving out these passes. A lot of those people are helping with the narrative because they all have something in common. They all foreigners. You see what I'm saying? And the thing about it is we're not noticing, or maybe we do, but it's kind of subconscious because we're looking at a Black person. You know what I'm saying? I get that. I get that. I'm here for it. But we got to start being able to decipher who's who. We have to. For instance, you don't even have to ask a person, because I be listening to Tyreek. Tyreek be like, where's your mother from? Where your parents from? That's when you know when they start to hesitating, that's when you know they're a foreigner with the hard R. But see, to me, I was just talking to some dude from New York yesterday, I'm sorry. In the airport, me and him talked for 2.5 hours. You know how I knew he was a foreigner with the hard R? First of all, when I sat next to him, I said, I know this is a lot of Africans working here. I don't see a lot of Black Americans. He said that's because the young Black Americans don't want to work. They lazy. Red flag. Now he a Black man. Then I said, okay. And then we started talking or whatever. And he was like, yeah, they want to work. The other ones don't want to work, but they want to work. Cool. I said, well, I see a lot of people from New York down here. I said, what you doing down here? You know somebody down here? No. You got family down here? No. So what made you come from New York to Atlanta? Well, it's cheaper and da. I said, you don't have no family in the South? No. Foreigner with the hard fucking R. Do you get what I'm saying? Nice guy, but he was a foreigner. Because not all, but a lot of those people coming up from New York down to Atlanta, a lot of them people got family, like a grandmother, a cousin, or something. If they ain't in Georgia, they close. The Carolinas, you know what I'm saying? Mississippi. They got somebody that can get in the car and go right over there. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times you don't have to ask straight up. Just talk to people. Tell you everything without saying nothing. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's a lot of those people. It's a lot of those people who and let me say something to the people in the chat, because I'm starting to see y'all already unsubscribe and all that stuff. I don't know if you're talking to me, but baby, please hit the button fast. You don't have to make an announcement. Just go. How about that? Because I don't need an announcement. This isn't school. I don't need you on the loudspeaker giving announcements. Ma'am, sir, if you feel played by anything that I'm saying, please exit the dollhouse stage left. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the FBA foot should have kicked you. You get it? Okay? So with that being said, no announcements. Just go. When I unsubscribe from people, I don't make an announcement. I just go. So nevertheless, let's move on. So look. So it's a lot of those people giving these passes to say this N-word. Matt Hoffa is a foreigner with the hard R. So when Fat Funky Fat Joe goes on to the Matt Hoffa show and he says the things that he says, of course Matt Hoffa can laugh. He has no ties to the word nor the people that Fat Joe is talking about. Whole T, he's the one out here saying it's okay for him to use the word. Now, this is my question. Why y'all don't let him use the word that y'all were called a slur of? Why our word? I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. But Fat Joe, who's the alleged Puerto Rican, alleged Italian, alleged Cuban, I don't know what he is. He probably just a clear man with a spray-on beard, if you ask me. But Fat Joe has been overstepping his bounds. Cardi too, overstepping their bounds for a long, long time. And shout out to the Gen Z. Is it Gen Z? And the millennials? Yeah, shout out to this group, because we are the group that is waking up. Okay? We are the group. We are not our mothers and our grandmothers group. We are not them people. We're not them people. See, we don't want to stand in line and hold hands and sing, "We shall overcome." My grandmother's generation did that. We're not doing that. We're not about to sit up there and go march down to the White House and say, "We want reparations." We're not doing that. I know Tyreek do that with his people, and that's fine. I'm not going down there wasting my time and my gas and my money and all of that. Girl, that has never worked, and it ain't working now. We making stuff happen. Okay? So with that being said, changes are being made. It's no more, is it Gen X? I'm sorry. There are no more times where y'all gonna keep playing in our face and we just gonna sit there and take it. And to the New York blacks, I don't care if you're a foreigner or if you FBA, to the New York blacks who's having these Puerto Ricans get so puffed up in the chest that they feel like they could come out here and talk out the side of their neck and say whatever it is they want, you're gonna get canceled along with them. FBA too, because yes, we are trying Negroes under the law of treason. We are definitely trying Negroes under the law of treason. So since you want to co-sign the fat clear man, then you go with the fat clear man. You get it? It's going to be a lot of sweeping in front of our own front door we're going to have to be doing. And it's a lot of stuff we're going to have to be picking up out of our backyard, because this shit is dead. This shit is over with. This is over with. All that turn the other cheek, Mike got our ancestors doing that shit and our elders doing that shit. Oh, just turn the other cheek. The good book say turn the other cheek. Oh, well, I want another book, because I'm not turning no more cheeks. Ain't no more cheeks. You slap me, you getting popped in your mouth. Straight up. And that's what happened to Fat Funky Fat Joe. So Fat Funky Fat Joe came out the side of his neck and went on Matt Hoffa and said that these niggas, that's what he said, these niggas is racist. He said it's a group of niggas, some old broke niggas, that's what he called us, broke niggas, these broke niggas running around here talking about Puerto Ricans didn't help invent hip hop, and none of that makes sense because it's just them being racist. Now we racist. Radical racist. Remember? Radical racist. A white man sitting in a barbershop full of Negroes and one half and half, or one skim milk. A whole milk white man sitting in front of a whole barbershop, a black barbershop, calling black people niggas. Now again, I ain't from the New York culture. And it's another thing too. New York people, stop telling people outside of New York to acquiesce to your culture. No, we would never do that. We would never, ever do that. Never. To be completely honest, yeah, no, I ain't gonna go there. We would never do that. We not acquiescing to shit. Y'all better acquiesce to what's going on in the real world. That's what y'all need to do to the people who think like that. You know what I mean? Y'all have to acquiesce to the real world. And the real world is the conglomerate of Black Americans. And we don't play with y'all like that. To the people who doing it and the people who allowing it. We don't play with y'all like that. Y'all gonna get somebody, one of them Puerto Ricans, they gonna come down to somewhere. They better not go to no hood with that nigga shit. They gonna get popped. And then everybody gonna be looking crazy. We not doing that. Now, alleged Puerto Rican, Cuban, Italian, whatever the hell he is, I feel like he's an agent. Nevertheless, he done went over there and called us radical racist niggas, FBA, I don't know, for Foundational Black Authority or whatever. And these niggas, again, there's no value system to Matt Hoffa because Matt Hoffa has no ties to the word. He just used it because it's hip. That's all. He just used it because it's hip. That's it. Black Americans have been the most giving group of people in this entire world's existence, and is still the most giving people in this world's existence. We give everybody access to our culture. We give everybody access to any and everything pertaining Black American. And then we also sit there and allow the same people who take from us, after we give it to them for the most part, take from us, then turn back around and tell us stuff like, you don't have a culture. That's what we do. This is the accountability that us as Black America gonna have to take. We give every single aspect of us away. And then we watch these people make millions off of it while we get nothing. We watch these people make all type of fame. They get all these opportunities and we get nothing. We get absolutely nothing. And we sitting there stuck with our arms folded while we watch all these people prosper. But mad day always come. And I tell my people over here all the time, you only hear the truth 2 times between a joke and mad day. You hear the truth through a joke and you hear the truth on mad day. And when Mad Day comes, the truth comes out. And Mad Day came for Joe, and then we became radical racist niggas. Nope, radical racist broke niggas, mind you. We became. After this fat, funky, hot dog, water juice smelling, I was about to say something. I'm trying to choose my words wisely. But after we allow, let me back up, because we didn't allow the goddamn thing, because we outside of New York don't listen to Fat Joe, and for the most part. After we still sat by and watch him prosper off of our culture, he turned around and called us radical, racist, broke niggas? Are you insane? This shit is over with. We're done. Because Fat Joe has been released and fired, in my opinion, from BET. Now, he was hosting the BET Awards. They say he had hosted the last 3. I haven't watched the BET Awards in so long because ain't nothing BET about BET. A foreigner bought it, and it don't belong to us no more, just like Essence. We don't own Essence magazine. We don't own nothing Essence. We don't own none of these doggone platforms on these social medias. Everything is owned by people who look like us, but ain't us. That's why they say all skin folk ain't kinfolk. So I haven't watched BET or the BET Awards in probably 10 plus years. I don't know what the hell going on at BET, to be completely honest. But they've been saying that Joe has been the one doing the award show. And after Fat Joe made those comments that he made, and he went back, mind you, he had just dropped the album. I don't know if he thought that he was going to go viral and it was going to help his album sales. You know, they say all press is good, even bad press and all that stuff. But it actually backfired on Joe. When, first of all, we wasn't going to buy that shit anyway. But secondly, Joe went back and it got real bad for Joe because Joe has been getting shots thrown at him from all angles. Lord Jamar, Tariq Nasheed with Microphone Check, which is a phenomenal doggone documentary. Love it. I went and got it off of Prime, Amazon Prime. Y'all go check it out when you get a chance. Get the likes up on the video, y'all. Get the likes up. So he's been getting it from so many different angles of people, even some of the people who were there who came up and said, hey, that white boy lying. 50-50. Nigga, please. As a matter of fact, let's start here first. As a matter of fact, I hear people saying contributions. What would be the contribution that a Puerto Rican gave to Black American culture that already existed? We were already breakdancing. We were already using the loudspeakers. We were already tagging, aka doing the spray paint on the walls. We were already rapping. What other element I'm missing? We were already, all the stuff we were already doing. Ladybug said the crate carrier. We could have got one of us to do that. They have contributed nothing. They just happen to be there in certain situations along for the ride. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Call and response comes from the Black church in America. So don't tell me, let me hear you say, ho, ho. Don't tell me that came from no Puerto Rican babysitters. That is a lie. That came out of the Black church. I need everybody to say amen. Amen. That is a Black American cultural thing. We've been doing that. Stop it. There's nothing that Puerto Ricans have contributed to this culture. And this is another thing I want to say to the Black and the Puerto Ricans up there who feel like they get to gatekeep how people talk or what people say about hip hop because it was created up there. Nigga, if I buy all the ingredients to a meal and you cook it, nigga, that's still my shit. Let me say that again, because I don't want that to go over nobody's head in the chat. Get me up here. If I buy all the ingredients and the pots for a meal and you prepare it, that's still my shit. Nigga, all them elements y'all talking about come from the South, my nigga. So what we not gonna do is get on here and say that people from the South can't say nothing, or people outside of New York can't say nothing. No, that don't go like that. That don't go like that. No, ma'am. That's my shit. I don't give a damn how you prepare it. That's my shit. Do you hear me? That's my shit. The earliest popular eras of music come out of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's my shit. Mississippi, that's my shit. Georgia, that's my shit. Alabama, that's my shit. The Carolinas, that's my shit. Florida, that's my shit. Virginia, that's my. Stop acting fucking crazy. So we're not doing that. And this is no shade, no tea. Love everybody up there, but I gotta say that. Okay? So we can get on the same page. DC, yup, DC, we go. Yeah. All them elements that we have that created the what we have today come from us. And listen, we appreciate New York for taking those things. We appreciate New York for taking those things and putting them together and cooking them on the stove and plating them up and giving them back to us. We appreciate that like crazy. On my soul, we do. And we will never take that from New York. We will never take that from New York. But what we're not going to do, and this is only to the people who think like this. This ain't for everybody. This is for the ones in New York who think like this. Oh, you ain't from New York. You don't understand. You ain't from the Bronx. You don't understand. You don't look. What we're not going to do is let you take my ingredients. I'm sorry. You're not going to take my ingredients, cook a meal, and then tell me who and what I can do with it. That don't go like that. At all. Never have, never will. Now, moving on. This is another thing I want to address. It's a lot of people saying, but then that's not right. Kool Herc, he had the sound system and he's the Jamaican. What y'all are doing is taking people who are foreigners who came somewhere where something was already happening and using their birthplace to say that it originated from there. If Kool Herc, and shout out to Kool Herc, but if Kool Herc originated that and it was popular like that, Kool Herc would have popped that shit off in Jamaica, but he didn't. Kool Herc had to come over here and see what we was doing and do his thing. Do you get it? Meaning if he never went to New York, he would have never done what he did. He'd be out there in Jamaica doing whatever, I don't know, chasing goats or something. I don't know. So what we're not going to do is take people's nationalities and say because they're this nationality, this is where it comes from. That is completely and inherently false. Completely and inherently false. I don't give a damn if they came from Antarctica. They didn't create that shit in Antarctica, and none of the ingredients come from Antarctica. So with that being said, Timbuktu Joe could have made that shit. It still belongs home. The name stays home. It belongs here. You just happen to take part of it like Kool Herc. Now, Kool Herc didn't come out and say he created it. A lot of people gave him that title of being a creator or godfather of hip hop. Africa Bambaataa, they say he a tether. And a PDF file. Shout out to Hassan Campbell. Don't get me wrong. Africa Bambaataa has some fire ass songs. He has some fire music, but that was created here. That was created here. Not there, here. The elements come from here. The pots and pans come from here. The water, the sugar, the flour, the milk, the bread, that come from here. The rice, the chicken, that come from here. So I don't give a damn who's over the stove. I don't give a damn who's over the stove. The food of preparing the meal comes from here. Okay? We have always been the culture since the beginning of time, before social media. Before social media. We have always been the culture. You can always go somewhere in the world and find Black American culture. I was just watching Squid Games here a week or so ago. And do you know on Squid Games, they speak in Japanese, but they translate it into English. They were even saying stuff like, that's cap, in fucking Japanese. Stop playing. Stop playing. You want to know one of the first, if not the Godfather, not Bambaataa, not none of these other folks. You want to know who the real hip hop pioneer is? Without this man, there would be no element or no form of hip hop that we have today. And before I get this video too, this is another thing. If I hear another Negro say something stupid like Eminem is the king of rap or the best rapper, I'm a windmill on your ass. No nigga nowhere have ever sat around and said, put that new Eminem on. Never. And that's just a fact. All right? So let's get into the real king. Hold on. Let's get into the real king. You can thank my good brother. You can thank my good brother from Augusta, Georgia, by way of Macon, Georgia, for the contribution, for the pots, the pans, the water, the milk, the eggs. The cake doesn't exist without this man right here, okay? And he was kind enough to let Negroes in New York continue to steal his shit to create something for us, even though he wasn't too particularly keen on it. He wasn't too particularly keen on it. But he was kind enough to say, you know what? I don't understand these little niggas, but fine. Let them sample the shit and go off and do what they want to do. Okay? Let's get into what he had to say when he was asked about the new wave of rap music back in the day. Look.
What do you think of music around today, especially things like hip hop and Run DMC and the Beastie Boys?
Well, those are
poor copies, well, not poor copies, but they were the copies of what they thought I was doing in the 60s, like let the brother rap. And see, I started the rap music. And what they're doing is things I did years ago. But see, rap music is kind of a variation. I mean, it's like the end of a James Brown song, what we would do at the very end.
You actually worked with quite a big rap hip hop.
See?
What do you think of music around today, especially things like hip hop and Run DMC and the Beastie Boys?
Well, those are poor copies. Well, not poor copies, but they were the copies of what they thought I was doing in the 60s, like let the brother rap. And see, I started the rap music. And what they're doing is things I did years ago. But see, rap music is kind of a variation. I mean, it's like the end of a James Brown song, what we would do at the very end.
You actually worked with quite a big...
So here is the true founder, or at least progenitor of hip hop, okay? I don't give a damn which element y'all put in, and I don't care which ingredient y'all put together to make the cake. Regardless, it don't matter. The cake still belongs to the person who bought the ingredients. And the fact of the matter is, Black Americans, it was a lot of blacks from the South, Black Americans from the South who migrated up to New York. It was a lot of them people, and a lot of people who are indigenous to the New York area. But most of those people were Southerners who went up to New York, right? And they took their records and stuff with them, the stuff that they were listening to and their mamas and them was listening to back then. We still do it right now today. A lot of us listen to Anita Baker, not because we grew up on Anita Baker. My mama was listening to Anita Baker. That's why Anita Baker is in rotation. You get it? That's why my daughter knows who Anita Baker is, because I played it, because my mama played it. That's the same thing happened with a lot of Black Americans who left the South and went to New York. So their kids heard the music their mamas was playing and their daddies was playing, and they took that and created hip hop. But ultimately, the originator of the stuff, or the origin, still comes back here, right? Or to the people that are Black Americans, if that makes sense. So with that being said, all these different idiots coming out, Busta Rhymes, old oxtail neck looking ass, and I heard he was a little bate boy, but I don't know it to be a fact. But all these people coming out talking about hip hop is mostly Jamaican and Puerto Rican culture, and hip hop is this and hip hop is that. Have you lost your jerk chicken eating ass mind, nigga? Hell, Bob Marley was influenced by Black American music. Hell, all of Jamaica was influenced by Black American music, and we don't have no problem with that. But what we're not going to do is let these small representatives come out and say stupid shit like this and then get mad at us and tell us we either being racist, we being separatist, or we overdoing it because we on here saying you a motherfucking lie and the truth ain't in you. Let's go get Kool Herc. So Kool Herc is another one, came out and straight up said, hey man, well, first of all, let's hear him talk about how James Brown was his influence. Now, this is the Jamaican that they always like to give the props to. But after we hear him talk about how James Brown was his influence, he's going to come on here and say that when he tried to play Jamaican music, nobody didn't want to hear that shit. Because we don't listen to nobody else shit. We don't. We don't listen to no reggaeton. We don't listen to no whatever Afro. For the most part, we don't listen to that. We don't listen to that shit. They might have one or two songs that might come on the radio one time, and after you hear it so many times, you find yourself singing it, then you find yourself liking it. But for the most part, hell no. We don't listen to that shit. We got our own stuff, okay? So, and yes, my good brother James Brown, yes, he was what he was, Creek, Indian, indigenous to this land, 100%. You hear me? 100% copper-colored Indian. Fact. He ain't come off no boat. He ain't got no tie to no Ghana or Nigeria or not. He is 100% from the clay and the mud of Georgia. Do you hear me? all the way up the line. All the way up and down. Okay? So please, let's be clear. Let's really be clear about that. So let's get into what Kool Herc, the Jamaican, they like to put up in front of us to say, and again, this is no attack on Jamaicans. I rock with Jamaica. But I'm talking about the ones that are painting the narrative. That's what we dealing with, okay? Let's get into him saying how James Brown was his influence.
It's like me being a part of James Brown. I come from James Brown. I love James Brown. My first record from James Brown is, I Feel Good. And then Give It Up, Turn It Loose. And then from that, Martin Luther King, reaching out to everybody about being together. So we are part of James Brown and Martin Luther King's dream. And it continued in a form of music and a culture we call hip hop. It's like me being a part of James Brown. I come from James Brown. I love James Brown. My first record from James Brown is, I Feel Good. And then Give It Up, Turn It Loose. And then from that, Martin Luther King, reaching out to everybody about being together. So we are part of James Brown and Martin Luther King's dream. And it continued in a form of music and a culture we call hip hop.
Let me say this. You know what I noticed? The early pioneers of the hip hop that we know of today, that even the ones that were foreigners, those people gave us our props. They really did. It wasn't until that Fat Joe era of foreigners came along, then the narrative started to switch. And this is why I believe Fat Joe is a fucking agent. This is why I believe he's an agent, bro. I'm telling you, even Big Pun gave Black Americans their props. Even Big Pun came on here and said, I say Boricua Morena because it's the Morena, that's me paying homage to the Black people for allowing me to come into their music and embrace themselves in that music. I swear to God, I am of the belief, especially when I seen him over there into the politics, I am really and truly of the belief that this stuff, Fat Joe came in my, now I can go further, but I believe that Fat Joe came in as an agent, Big Pun not knowing, Terror Squad not knowing that he was going to use them to catapult himself into some sort of position of relevance. Unfortunately, get rid of Big Pun and start to switch the narrative. Look at Big Pun and what he says.
One of the lines that made the song so famous is when I go Boricua, Morena, and what Boricua means Puerto Rican and Black woman. That's like my love to the music, my love to thank you to the Black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the Black people for accepting Boricua. Thank you to the Black people for accepting Boricua.
This shit is not rocket science. Like I say, the people who were the earlier parts of this stuff had no problem with coming out and saying, hey, yes, I'm a part of it, but it really is y'all thing, and I'm appreciative of that. This is where I get this from. I'm telling you, it wasn't until that Fat Joe era came along where the narrative started to switch. I'm like, for real. It wasn't until that era the narrative started to switch. And when you really think back, Fat Joe don't even make good music. Fat Joe just be on track with people who do make good music. Let me say that again, because I don't want that to go over nobody's head either. Fat Joe don't make good music. Fat Joe just get on records with people who do make good music. He is the vocal DJ Khaled. You know how DJ Khaled is the producer? He's the rapper DJ Khaled. That's probably why they like this. They the same. I believe he's a Fed. Nobody's going to tell me nothing different. Too many signs are pointing toward not DJ Khaled, him too, but too many signs are pointing toward Fat Joe. He's not successful in music. How is this Hispanic, this white Latina, allegedly a white Latino, coming out here so relevant? Make it make sense. Hell, people outside of New York don't even rock with Fat Joe like that. How did he have this long career in our shit? I'm telling you, it's giving me tease of a Fed. It's giving me Fed tease. This is the thing, because we got to start being honest with this stuff. The thing about it is, We had no problem with allowing everybody in. And you know what, to be completely honest, even right now, I know a lot of us still would let a lot of other people in. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. We ain't really tripping. But it's just when people come in and start acting crazy. That's when the problem comes in. And start acting like what happened ain't what really happened. And that's where the problem comes in. Now, Kool Herc came on here and told y'all James Brown, Martin Luther King was my influence. And from said influence, I took that, and that's what I did with my portion or my contribution to hip hop. We ain't got no problem with that. We fine with that. But it's this new narrative that came out, and then they got so comfortable that Fat Joe could get on here and have the narrative that he had, talking about, oh yeah, y'all niggas is radical racist, broke niggas, because y'all trying to say that we didn't help create hip hop. No, you did not. Because every hip hop song I hear Black American music. I ain't never heard no hip hop music that we like that's got no Latino influence, and whole T Latino and all that other stuff is influenced from our stuff anyway. Like, it's not cool. And let me address this too. Let me address this one more. Hold on. One more thing I want to address before we move on. There are a lot of us who believe that the Latinos, because they come from Puerto Rico, Brazil, boom, 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 that those people are our brothers. So much so, we created something called a Black and Brown Coalition. And a lot of us went along with the ride. Yes, we did. We did. We went along with the ride. We did do that. The problem with that is those are not the real people. See, the original early inhabitants of Cuba, Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Brazil, South America, all them Caribbeans, they look like this. Not like this. They look like this. But what happened was, in certain Spanish-speaking colonies, where the Spaniards, that's the people who look like this, came and colonized. Some of them procreated with the ones who look like this, but they committed mass genocide on the ones who look like this, and then ran the rest of them off to the side. And then these people who look like this took on the identity of the people who look like this. And to this day, they come over to America talking about a Black and Brown coalition. But why don't you have the Black and Brown coalition with the Black people that are still in those lands to this day? All of them. They got Brazilians who look like me. They got Puerto Ricans who look like me. They got Dominicans. We always see the Dominicans look like me. They got every single Spanish-speaking colony have people who look like this. And they excommunicate them people and exile them people off to the side, and them people have no say in nothing. They literally took their lands, went to war, took their lands, and took their identity, and got you thinking the one who looked like this is really the one who looked like this. Whole time, the one who looked like this off hiding off on the side, because the one who looked like this got him scared to come out, because then the secret will come out that they the imposter, and the one who looked like this is the real one. Are we tracking? So I don't want to hear no goddamn Black and Brown coalition over in America. Go make a Black and Brown coalition where your ass is from. How about that? Go make a Black and Brown coalition in Brazil. Go make a Black and Brown coalition. Go over there and do right by them people you did wrong. Because the people who look like this that's over here are nothing but descendants of the same people like Christopher Columbus, Hernando de Soto. They are the same people. They're the same people. They're just the descendants. Don't look at white supremacy as only the whole milk white guy that you know here in America. It's them too. And they've mastered the idea and the art of playing in Black Americans' face. This is what they do. Hear me out. They understand that we're all giving. Oh, they're going to give you anything they want. All you got to do is just be cool and act like you one of them. And they also understand that we're ignorant, because we are. We're ignorant to what's really happening. We don't know. All we know is that these people said from this landmass and this landmass, these are our people. So we see these people coming from this landmass that look like this, and we're automatically assuming that these are our people. No. Ask them people where the people who look like this. Because that's your people. When they did the intra-American slave trade, I don't know nothing about the transatlantic one, but the intra-American slave trade where they were trading, when they were traveling with slaves, and it would be from like Virginia to New Orleans, Savannah to Virginia, Jamaica to New Orleans, or Savannah to Panama. That happened. They weren't picking up people who look like this. They picked up the people who look like this. So when I see these people coming up here talking about, oh, the Puerto Rican just as black as me. No, he ain't. He has mastered the art of deception to make you think that he's just like you. But they got a whole bunch of them that look like this. Them the ones more closely related to you, not these. So please be mindful of these imposters that are over here in America, the so-called browns from the Black and Brown Coalition, running around here acting like they your brother. That's my brother, yo. That's my brother. That is a snake in the grass is what it is. A snake in the grass. Be mindful of that. Okay? Now, I want to go to... Hold on. I don't know if I want to go over that. I really don't know if I want to go over that. Ice and Ish. Which one is the red one? Ice or Ish? And if so, is he a Black American? Let's get into what them people really felt about hip hop music back then. Because you know they wasn't rocking with our stuff. Let's get into what those people felt, the Puerto Ricans really thought about music back then. Hip hop music. Check it out.
The breaking and stuff like that was considered underground. And so Kool Herc brought everything out into the open. And that was like, say, 74, 75. All the underground stuff, all the in-house, all the hallway dances, and all the house party dances were brought out to the street. And the more they took it to the street, the more nationalities got involved in it. You know, it was no longer an Afro-American thing. The Hispanic took to the dance.
Latinos, you know, Moreno means black, you know, they be like, yo, that's that Moreno style, you know, and that's the original style of B-boy.
Bring my set out into the park, people would criticize me, Latinos especially, like they would tell me, what are you doing playing that Jungle Bunny music? You know, like they were really opposed to me doing this, you know, because they said, you're Latino, you know, do what you're supposed to do. Supposed to do, you know what I mean? I didn't know I was supposed to do anything. But I was getting a lot of flack from Latinos for doing what I was doing.
You know, and then the Hispanics were telling me.
Hold on, let me back him up. He said other Latinos would say, what are you doing playing that Jungle Bunny music? Yeah. They called you Jungle Bunnies behind your back. That's what they did. They called you Jungle Bunnies behind your back. Yeah, they were outside breakdancing and jumping off a brick, jumping off of fences and all of that stuff with you. But inside their house, their mama was saying, Mira. No jungle music in my house. No, in mi casa. No Jungle Bunny music in mi casa. Mira. Look, and mind you, they all talking about how they just joined in. Look at what he said the other Latinos told him it was.
B-boy.
Bring my set out into the park, people would criticize me, Latinos especially, like they would tell me, what are you doing playing that Jungle Bunny music? You know,
what are you doing playing that Jungle Bunny music? Spike Lee had a clip in his movie Do the Right Thing where it was the exact same thing. It was a depiction of what was going on in New York in the 80s and the 70s. In the 90s, I want to say at the time. Look.
They would criticize me, Latinos especially, like they would tell me, what are you doing playing that Jungle Bunny music? You know?
You heard it. It wasn't until it got popular. Listen, let me tell you something. The mind of a snake is very intriguing to me because a snake understands that all they have to do is wait till the right time. They just have to be sneaky. They just have to be quiet. And at the right time, they could just pop out and everything's good. Okay? And this is what happened. It was Jungle Bunny music at first because they was just doing a little 1-2 yin yin in the park. You know what I'm saying? And slowly but surely, they started coming around. But for the most part, it was still jungle. It didn't turn from Jungle Bunny music to 50-50 until it became lucrative. That's when it went from Jungle Bunny to no, Holmes. We always been cool, Vato. We always been friends, Vato. I grew up with you. I grew up next to your sister, Vato. That's when it's not no longer Jungle Bunny music. That's what it was before. It's just now that it's advantageous. Now it's not Jungle Bunny music. If hip hop never went anywhere, them Puerto Ricans would not be partaking into hip hop like that. And that's a fact. Let's go off because somebody else, I forget his name. He had something else to say about what the Latinos used to tell him. Hold on.
I mean, I didn't know I was supposed to do anything. But I was getting a lot of flack from Latinos for doing what I was doing.
And then the Hispanics were telling me, what the hell are you doing, man? What are you doing playing that Jungle Bunny music, you know?
Now that's DJ Charlie Chase. And listen, let me tell y'all something. Black Americans ain't even offended by the term, to be completely honest. We don't give a damn. Fuck it. Y'all say what y'all want behind y'all closed doors. Just don't say it to me. This is the problem. The problem is y'all know that that's what it was. And listen, Fat Joe knows that too. You be a damn fool. Fat Joe did all that eating off the niggas in New York. What has he ever given back to the niggas in New York? Probably nothing. I think one time I saw him donating something to Puerto Rico, but he is eating all good off the Black Americans in New York and have not given back nothing to Black Americans. This is the thing. When it's advantageous and it makes sense, that's when things change, right? If hip hop never went anywhere, you wouldn't hear no Puerto Rican telling you nothing about no hip hop. Jamaican, nothing about no hip hop. Now that it's a thing, which everything that we do becomes a thing because we are the culture. But now that it's a thing, now we're here. And you got people out here acting like we're gaslighting Black Americans by telling us that we racist, we separatists, and we wrong, but getting on here saying, you lying, that ain't yours, that's mine. We're not doing that. Now, after Fat Joe came out and said what he said on the Matt Hoffa show, and let me tell you something about Matt Hoffa. I don't know this fool. To be completely honest, I don't know nothing about Matt Hoffa as far as like who he was in the rap game and the battle rap and all that stuff. I don't know nothing about that. But what I do know is he's one of those foreigners with the hard R, the tether, who likes to allow these Puerto Ricans, him and his cast, especially that old fruity soft one, the one that's soft in the middle like a cream donut. The dark-skinned one, what's his name? Who always taking offense to everything. He be agreeing with the woman in the room. That's how I know that he a old push bunny. He a old pissy cotton. You know what I'm saying? I don't know his name. The one who be on the Matt Hoffa show. It be dudes like them. Who make room for people like Fat Joe and Cardi B. For real. It be dudes like them. And that shit gotta stop. Because what we're not going to keep doing is, y'all need to leave it alone. You don't understand New York culture. This shit is way bigger than New York. Thank you, New York, for the contribution. But this is way bigger than New York. We got shit on the line here. And it's bigger than rap music. It's bigger than hip hop. I don't think people understand what this is about. This whole situation is even bigger than hip hop. Hip hop is only the vehicle in which we're using right now. This is about FBA being on code for the first time in probably hundreds of years. Okay? So people are looking at it from the glass half empty type of situation, like, oh, this is dumb, this doesn't make sense, this is it's just hip hop, it's not a big deal. That's because to you, all you see is the thing. You're not looking at the what and the why. The what and the why is we are finally getting on code. And we ain't being pushed back. You can't shame us into being separate. Even us who got beef with each other. We're not even beefing with each other right now. We got bigger fish to fry. No, when it comes to one of us, we got to stick together regardless, okay? We have to stick together regardless until we figure out a system to where we can become on code through situations like this and deal with whatever our petty stuff is on the side. Deal with that another time. Okay, but right now we're doing so well, and I'm so proud of us because Fat Joe, big fat funky fat ass, got fired. Now he gonna get on here, and you know how you know when a person is lying because they start stuttering. But he's gonna get on here. Oh, and let me say this about Busta too. Busta Rhymes, that oxtail jerk chicken eating bastard. I ain't gonna lie, I did like his music. I was about to lie and say I ain't like his music, but I did. I ain't gonna lie, I did like his music. But let me not smile too hard. To Busta Rhymes, he's an agent too. A freakazoid, if you ask me. And at the end of the day, we already did our part in New Orleans. The last time he made that whack ass statement about how American culture is really Jamaican and Puerto Rican culture, and we ain't got no culture, he took his fat neck ass down to Essence Festival and got mad because we wouldn't stand up, clap, or sing. That fool was on top of that stage. Let me see if I can find it. I used it before. That fool was on top of that stage talking about y'all not gonna get up. And the people in New Orleans was like, hell no. He really got mad. Hold on. Look what his name is. Busta. Let me go get Busta up here. Y'all get the likes up right quick. Busta Rhymes. He went to New Orleans and we took care of that ass. I talked about it already on this show. Or maybe it was the other show. But he got upset because when he went to Essence Festival, that was right after he made that weird ass statement. He went down to Essence Festival and he got mad because we wouldn't get up and listen to and watch him and entertain and interact with him at the Essence Festival. Look, peep it. Hey, New Orleans was already ready. We was already ready. We were just waiting on the rest of y'all at the door. Look. Check it out. This is him and Flipstar. What his name? Flipstar? Whatever his name is, the light-skinned boy. Look at them on stage at Essence. Look.
At the 30th anniversary of the Essence Festival, our first time here, and thank y'all for making us feel like we belong here and we at home. Facts, yeah. But I do want to say this, and I'm going to keep my word. Unless God got another plan. Y'all going to see us again. I promise. One love.
One more time, make some noise for Busta Rhymes.
Hold on. Jesus Christ. I didn't want that to play. There's a clip with him telling everybody to get up out the seat and they wouldn't get out. Oh, here you go.
Cause ain't ready.
Hold on.
I don't give New Orleans, y'all look like y'all tired. You motherfuckers ain't ready. I don't give a fuck how many seats is empty in this bitch. Everybody that's here, get the fuck up. Sir and miss.
Look at the audience.
Thank you. Excuse me, brother. Don't start with motherfucking me today. Fuck going on? What the fuck going on? Hey, yo, fuck them camera phones too. Let's get back to interacting like humans. Put them weird ass devices down. I ain't from that era. Them shits don't control the soul. Fuck your phone. Excuse me, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I will point every last one of y'all out until y'all asses is up. 33 years of doing this shit, I ain't used to niggas sitting down at my show.
You know what's bad? The fact that you can see who's sitting down. I would have walked off the stage, first of all. Secondly, the fact that you can literally interact one-on-one. Hey, you brother, stand up. The people don't want to stand up for you. And then I don't give a damn if you've been doing this 63 years, 33 years, and ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. This is Essence Festival, mind you. Packed house every night, every year. Ask somebody who been. Packed house every night, every year. But when nobody making it on time to come see Busta and Flipstar, whatever his name is. Now you won't get on here and tell people, put the weird ass devices away, yo. 33 years, yo. Them people ain't coming to see you. They waiting on the next act, girl. Look, girl, he really was mad. Thick neck ass. Take that shit over to Kingston. Look.
I don't give a fuck. All age groups, get your ass up now. I see you, beautiful queen. Get up too. Fuck going on? Everybody up top too. Get your big head asses up. Look, the reason why there will be zero tolerance for bullshit energy in here is because this is my first time in New Orleans at the fucking 30-year anniversary of the Essence Festival. This my first time. This my brother's first time. And it's my...
Girl, look at the audience. Wait, girl. Let's be clear. The Essence Festival, especially on the floor, you can't even see the floor when that shit pop off. And it ain't about the time, because depending on who you want to see is who gonna be there at the Essence Festival. So that means, like for instance, I went one year and Erykah Badu was on the main stage, but Erykah came on early. Guess what? The floor was lit early. You come there's a lineup, and you come to see who you want to see. So what this tells me is that ain't nobody coming to see no goddamn Busta Rhymes in New Orleans. Ain't nobody coming to see him. That's why, and the people who there probably waiting on the person who come on after him. The people who are there were probably there. There's a few of them there for him, but for the most part, they waiting on probably the performance after him or the one after them. Like, come on now. Like, this is shortly after that whole Black Americans or America hip hop is all Jamaican and Puerto Rican, because America don't even have a culture. All their culture is Jamaican and Puerto Rican. That's what this is. This is right after that. I want to say a few weeks after that, because it was already trending on Twitter. And ain't nobody coming to see his thick neck ass.
Other brother first time.
That's right.
Make me feel like we home.
You're not home, baby. You got to get on a boat and go a little further south or west or somewhere. But New Orleans ain't your home.
Hey, yo, if you want to turn it up, say turn it up. Say turn it up.
And I always thought he seemed like a nice man. I used to like him in the videos, just bouncing and stuff and dancing. Poor Flipstar caught a straight. It wasn't even for him. Flipstar, you just guilty by association, okay? The poor Flipstar out there performing to 12 people. Girl, ridiculous. So yeah, we're not letting Busta get by neither. He ain't no different from Fat Joe. He ain't no different from Fat Joe at all. Now, let's go get Fat Joe on here lying to us, making it seem like he ain't gonna be hosting the BET Awards, and it's simply because he decided to give it. This is Busta words. I mean, not Busta. Fat Joe's words, not mine. He decided to allow 2 Chainz to host it this time. Negro, well, I can't say Negro. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. What happened was, this is my belief. What happened was, once them people saw the backlash you got, they knew that if Fat Funky Fat Joe got up on that stage, the 12 Black Americans who still watch the BET Awards wasn't gonna watch it. As a matter of fact, I've been told y'all, give BET to the foreigners, because that's who own it and that's who getting all the awards. Get that shit. We don't listen. It's certain shit we gotta just let them have it. I've been calling for y'all since they put Tyler Perry on there and he FBA. But ever since they put Tyler Perry on there with all them fruity ass movies and all them weird ass Black American movies, I've been told y'all give BET back to them people. Let them have it. So what happens is he's gonna get on here and act like he just gave it up. No, bruh. Them people realize the backlash and the negativity you're receiving, and they refuse to have you up on their stage. So now you're gonna give it to 2 Chainz. Stop it. And this is another thing. They probably let Fat Joe go. I believe they let him go and got 2 Chainz up here because I don't know if y'all been paying attention to 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz been doing a lot of family-friendly content. I don't know if y'all know that. Like 2 Chainz is rebranding himself as the ex-rapper, now family man. He does a lot of stuff with his kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about as far as like blogging and stuff like that. TV shows and stuff like that. So 2 Chainz would, I guess, make more sense. But again, I don't watch that shit and I ain't gonna watch it. I don't give a damn who hosting it. I ain't watching it. I'm tired of seeing all these foreigners get best R&B. How, Sway? And then they got Afrobeat sections. Nah, they can have it. They can have it. But 2 Chainz right now, for branding purposes, would be a much better fit than Fat Funky Fat Joe. So that's what I believe. They let him go. And you know, and listen, a lot of people don't know this. When you work in high positions like this, where it's contractual situations, they will let you come out and lie to the public and say you quit. You do know that, right? It happens on the Real Housewives all the time. They have no problem with letting you come out here and say, well, you know, I decided to just resign my position. Whole time they know and you know that your ass got fired. You hear me? That's water. They don't give a damn what you tell the public. As long as you don't disparage the company, they don't give a damn what you tell the public. So they would allow Fat Joe to get on here and say he resigned. But trust and believe, Fat Joe and them people know what's real. So he's going to get on here and get the stuttering. That's how I know you knew he was lying. Oh, I just decided, you know, I'm just going to let 2 Chainz do it. Check him out, y'all.
A legend here. I'm talking about BX Native. Just chilling with VP Harris not too long ago. He hosted the BET Hip Hop Awards for 3rd consecutive year. Heavy hitter, legend, Mr. Fat Joe.
You know, thank you. I resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because it's real shit. 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing, so he said, "Yo, let me host."
Please, he must think we boo-boo the fool. Look, he couldn't even look the man in his eyes. He had to look away to the camera to tell the lie. Look.
You know, thank you. I resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because.
Like, who you looking at? The interviewer is right here, bro. This the interviewer. He's the one introducing you. All you have to do is respond to him. He turned looking at the cameraman. What you looking over there for? Look.
Mr. Fat Joe.
You know, thank you. I resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because it's real shit. 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing. So he said, yo, let me host. I know I could be a good host. I said, you know what, my brother? You could be the host next year.
You passed the torch officially?
Yeah. The 2 Chainz. I mean, BET don't know that.
A legend here.
Yeah, but the BET don't know that. Yeah.
The 2 Chainz. I mean, BET.
You are a raw pork, grass-eating, tether lie. Your ass got fired. I smell a lie. Smell a lie, scratch a thief. What it was? Scratch a thief, smell a lie, whatever they used to say. You're a lie, you're a lie.
It's survival. I get somebody lied. Smells like somebody lied.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
He must think we slow as turtles. Man, them people let your ass go, as they should. As they absolutely should. Fat Joe would have been horrible for the BET Awards because they know we already on code. All we would have had to do is organize like we did the first time and say all Black Americans don't watch that shit. They let you go, huh, Fed? Yeah, I resigned. I decided I let my brother 2 Chainz stop the cap. Stop the cap. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You fired, bitch. That's what happened. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You fired, bitch. That's what happened. Now, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't come out here and tell y'all I got fired neither. I ain't gonna lie. I lied. I would. But we still know the truth. So it don't matter. It don't matter. Hold on. I want to show y'all something else. Because this is what happens. Listen. This is what happens when we get on code and we stay on code, regardless to what. They had a lot of pushback. We got, Black Americans, y'all just this and y'all just that. Da-da-da-da-da. No matter what y'all try to throw at us, what we did was we said we don't give a damn what you say. It is what it is, and we stand on it. Okay? It is what it is, and we stand on it. Let me show you how cold we was standing on code. Hold on. Y'all get the lights up. We were even sending stuff to BET, telling them, hey, you got to get this nigga up out of here. This brother, Arthur Watkins Jr., says, on January 10, 2025, Fat Joe officially resigned from hosting the BET Awards following sustained pressure from the freedman community. This is a testament to the power of unified advocacy and accountability. It goes on to say, on December 27, 2024, I took action by sending emails to the 3 organizations managing Fat Joe's businesses. It says outlining the harm caused by his derogatory rhetoric against the FBA, Foundational Black Americans community. It says certified letters were sent shortly after, ensuring our concerns were formally acknowledged. Update, certified letter to Springfield Entertainment resent. So he had to resend that, and he sent that to a company associated with, it's called Spring Hill Entertainment, and it's associated with LeBron James and Fat Joe. He said that was sent on 31 December. And then he called for accountability with LeBron James, and he told him about his company, Spring Hill Entertainment. He said it has a responsibility to take action. Fat Joe's offensive statements labeling FBA individuals as broke and radical Black racists have caused significant harm. By continuing to support this platform, you risk being complicit in perpetuating this divisive rhetoric. Let me tell you something. This is what I'm talking about when I say sometimes you're going to have to get some of your own people together, because LeBron is FBA. And what this brother did was hit up LeBron and his companies saying, hey, bro, you our brother. But if you standing with him, then you could go with him. You sit there and don't do nothing if you want to. But if you do that, then you gonna suffer. See, that's how you keep the circle tight. Right there. Some niggas gonna have to be held accountable. It ain't just the other people. It's some of us too. I love that he stood on business. And this is how you know. Listen, this is how you know that this is all because of us standing on code. This is how you know. Because too much stuff was leading to it and pointing to him being fired. The organizations he contacted was Clash TV, Embassy Road Productions, and Spring Hill Entertainment. It says the Freedman community stands united in boycotting Fat Joe's music, merchandise, and media until accountability is achieved. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I don't care what kind of accountability he get on here and say. I ain't never supporting him. It's over. That's another thing. All they got to do is apologize and come back. That's it. We're done. Gone are the days. No more apologize and come back. We're not letting you, because I don't even feel like it's genuine. If you got to lose shit to come back and tell me you sorry, one and done. You're done. We gonna make the other ones come in who we allow to partake. If we do, they're gonna be so appreciative of the precious opportunity that they're not gonna play with us like Fat Joe played with us. We not saying to, because Black folk love for a motherfucker to come on here and say I'm sorry. Not me. I don't give a damn what you say. You're done. You're done. There's no Fat Joe has given no quality and no nothing to Black Americans or hip hop. We don't need him. He's done forever. I don't care what he come out here and say. He can come out with white Jesus Christ on the bike. I don't give a damn. He ain't coming back. He's done. So I love that part. Then he says the fight continues. The victory is just the beginning. Let it serve as a reminder that the disrespect and divisive rhetoric will not go unchecked. Stay tuned for further updates as we continue to hold public figures and their collaborators accountable. And if y'all want to support the American Freedmen Legal Fund with a donation, here is the link. I'm gonna copy this stuff and put it in the chat for y'all. Yeah, let me see. I'll put the link in the chat for y'all for the GoFundMe for anybody who want to go support. And then we'll go from there. But let me tell you something. When we get back to building community, Black America, when we get back to building community, it's going to be a lot of assets. We're going to need doctors, lawyers, entertain. You know what I'm saying? We're going to need all of that. We're going to need all of it. And this brother right here personified what it could be if we all got together and did what we needed to do, okay? He literally put that on a canvas of what it looks like. We were doing our part through social media and through the boycotting because that works. And then he went and did his part on the legal realm. No big brand wants to be related to a person who's going to lose their money. I don't give a damn who they are. And they have consequences. So I love that he said, hey, Brian, you our FBA brother, but if you ride with him, then you can go out with him. Okay? I'm done allowing this white man to eat off of us. I'm done with that. I'm done. And here are the copies of some of the documents that he sent. Shout out to Arthur Watkins Jr. I don't know who this brother is, but I seen them on online and on Twitter, and I wanted to share that with y'all because I think this is very imperative. Now, why is this important? Hold on.
Mr. Fat Joe.
You know, thank you. Resigned as host of the BET Hip Hop Awards because
shout out to the star.
No, real shit. 2 Chainz said I've been monopolizing, so he said, "Yo, let me host. I know I could be a good host." I said, "You know what, my brother? You could be the host next year."
You passed the torch officially?
Yeah. The 2 Chainz. I mean, BT don't know that. You know, but, you know, sidebar with 2 Chainz. Yeah. He was like, "Yo, I really want to do that." I was like,
FBA.
Do you really and truly believe that BET don't know that he allowed, in his words, 2 Chainz to host the awards? Y'all think about this. Hear me out and think about it first. Just let's put the common sense brain on. Let's put the common sense brain on. You mean a company huge as BET don't know that you gave 2 Chainz the job to host the award? They don't know. They have no clue because you have that much pull to where you ain't even got to go to no executives or nothing. All you got to do is pass the torch and walk away. Oh, see, BET don't know that though. Stop it. Stop it. We got you up out of there as you should. And you're never coming back. Never. You're never coming back. You're never coming back. So I hope you had fun. I hope you made enough money to make your money make money because you're done in Black American community and in our culture. Now, to the Black Americans who want to roll with him, we ain't mad at you, but I'm gonna tell you like this. See, the way treason works, if you rolling with my enemies, I gotta look at you sideways. Be friends with who you want to, support with who you want to. But if it's a girl out here, when I grew up in the hood in New Orleans, if a bitch don't like me, my friend ain't hanging with the bitch. Because I'm looking at you sideways. I don't know what you saying when I ain't over there. You might be talking about me with the bitch. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm saying people support who they want to support. I ain't really tripping. But what I'm saying is it's going to come a point where you got to pick a side. And that's just that on that. But we got him up out of here, and I am so happy for us. I am so happy for us. Listen, I don't think y'all understand how big this is. Like I said, I can at least say, I'll start with Martin Luther King era, because a lot of people don't know this because they're not abreast to our history. But there were a lot of times during and before the Martin Luther King era where Black Americans were on code. Even a little bit after. Somehow around the Black Panther movement, it kind of started fading after Malcolm. And then the Black Panther movement came and we were getting back on code. And then it just almost like dissipated. But people don't know that this ain't the first time we've gotten on code. It's just the first time in a long time we've gotten on code. A long time. It took us too long to get back on code this time. But I'm saying all that to say, this is major for us. Because for so long, like I started this off saying, we've given, and we sat back and starved. We fed everybody, and we sat back and we starved. Everybody ate. Everybody got fat. Everybody had food to throw away, and we sat back and we starved. This is way bigger than hip-hop. Hip-hop is only the vehicle in which we're using for this situation. But this is way bigger than hip-hop. Gone are the days where we sitting back watching you eat and then turn around and kick us in the face. We're not doing that no more. Because we now understand the value of us. See, if for a long time, after Mike, aka Martin Luther King, after he convinced us, unbeknownst to us, it was mostly our kids, because that were kids he had doing a lot of that protesting and all that stuff. A lot of y'all don't know that. But the majority of that movement were college and high school kids, and some younger than that. So he wasn't getting grown-ass people to do that for the most part. It was a bunch of children. They just looked old. But listen, once we got into that whole hands, we shall overcome, turn the other cheek shit, it really wore and tore and took a big old toll on who we are as a people. So much so we lost who we are as a people. We wanted to become so inclusive that it literally stripped us of who we are here. But this age of people, this age of generation of kids, my generation, the one before me, and some under me, we the first generation to wake this shit up. We are the first generation in a long time to wake this shit up. And we ain't stopping. And guess what? If we guide our children and the generations after us the correct way, they already crash dummies. Shout out to the children, but it's facts. They already crash dummies. They already have a low value system. Do you understand what we could do with that when we take that negative and divert that energy toward a positive and get these other kids on code and get us all on code? Man, look, we understand that there's a value that comes to a Black American. And everybody eating. We done starving. We about to start eating too. We done. So I think that we could do a lot by this. I'm so proud of FBA. I'm so proud of us. Even if you don't identify as FBA, whatever you identify, if your lineage ties back to this land, it's bigger than the title. It's bigger than the title, because I don't identify as FBA, but under the umbrella of what it is, yes, I'm FBA. But I don't go around saying I'm a FBA. I'm indigenous. That's what I am. I did my genealogy. I'm indigenous to this land. But let's go with the move, FBA. Okay? So with that being said, what we're doing is powerful, and they hear it and they see it. You got to know that. They hear it and they see it. And it's making a difference. Don't let nobody, just because they don't tell you what's really happening behind the scenes, don't mean it really ain't happening. It's happening. Trust and believe. And I'm proud of us, man. I couldn't be any more proud of us than I am right now. I couldn't be any more proud of us than we are right now. And see, people like this who want to come in and try to gaslight, and I'm just gonna let you slide, but I'm just gonna use you as an example. Let me just say this, because again, I don't normally use this content on this channel. I typically do it on Voodoo Doll TV Reacts. So y'all go follow me over there. But people like this, who's probably a foreigner, who probably don't have no lineage information, because to be completely honest, the Black American is the person who can trace their lineage back the furthest out of all of these people. I don't give a damn what the folklore said. Per documentation, I don't know if y'all know this, but the Black American is the only group of people who can trace their lineage back hundreds of years. But it's always a foreigner with a hard R, who's on here, who only know past that, who don't know past their grandmother or their abuelito or whatever the hell they call their abuela, whatever. It's always one of them coming on here talking about you ain't indigenous, or maybe it's a $5 foot long. I don't know. Who can't trace their lineage past the late 1800s. But I ain't gonna go there because this ain't that type of time. But I'm saying all that to say the entourage effect, you really thought you ate. You really thought you was going to get on here and get me all riled up. But I'm just using you as an example in front of the congregation. It's people like you who really envy the Black American. That's why you look like us probably. That's why you probably talk like us. You everything you do comes back to us. You're our son. You're welcome. Okay? You're welcome. Now, can't nobody make me feel like I'm lying about my indigenous history because I actually have documentation. I've done genealogy, something that you probably can't do. So please, go off to the side and play with dirt or something. Go off to the side and play with dirt or something. Now, where was I going with this? Let me read some of these super chats. Y'all get the lights up on the video. Because, you know, they got people like that. You know what I'm saying? They really be jealous for real. They really be jealous. But that's all right. Let me read some of these super chats. Let me read some of these super chats. Oh, well, let me see. Which one did I leave off on? 504 Scooby. What's up, boo? You sound like my sister the way you ripping Academics. Yeah, that big funky bastard. Shout out 504 Scooby. Shout out to the hometown. Y'all get the lights up. The Don, thank you for the super chat. You might be right, boo. He's not Spanish. I looked and there's one clip of him speak. There isn't one clip of him speaking Spanish. He's not even at Latino Awards. Very odd. Fat Joe, I told y'all, is a fucking Fed. I believe it. Well, what is he? How is it that he come in saying he Puerto Rican and then he goes somewhere else and say he Cuban and then somebody else say he Italian? He's a Fed. He's a plant. He's a plant, in my opinion. I believe he's a plant. And he might be just a regular old fat white boy just running around here saying that he this, that, and the third. I'm pretty positive. That's what it is. I'm pretty positive. Jen, thank you for the super chat. I just Googled him and 3 pages are all praises for him. Click on mention of BET and it said 404 error. Oh, wow. And let me tell you something. That media works with Fat Joe. Fat Joe is very close to Kamala Harris. So they have a lot of ways to manipulate the media. Let's just say that. But yeah, thank you, Jen. Thank you, Misha, for being a member for 7 months. She says, Pep, offended by everything, however, ashamed of none. Exactly. Tammy Dorsey, thank you for the super chat. For the treason is fun. Yes, thank you so much. Shout out. Y'all get the lights up. Work in progress. Thank you for the super chat. It says turn the other cheek, but it doesn't say who the cheek to turn to. It says doesn't have to be my cheek that I turn. Exactly. I don't turn none of my cheeks, girl. Please. Cheeks stay pointed where they need to be. Yeah, girl, we not doing that no more. We ain't turning no. That was our mama and them. We ain't turning no cheeks. That was our grandmother. We ain't do that. We not doing that. Elevated Queen, thank you for the super chat or the super sticker. Joseph Galloway, thank you for the super chat. You speak truth. Thank you so much, Joe. Mignon, thank you for being a member for 9 months. I'll stop you when you start lying, fat. That's right. Sound about right. Go, thank you for the super chat. Well said, Queen. Thank you so much. Rhonda's Glam Corner, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Son, thank you for the super chat. Constantly in the bushes, stealing content, likes up. Yes, y'all in the bushes, get the likes up, please. Lola, thank you for the super chat. You're on fire today, boo. Thank you so much. Y'all get the likes up. I couldn't go to New Orleans. I missed my ball, so I'm here. I'm here with y'all. Thank y'all for the super chat. A sister 71. She says, "Hi, Buddha. I love your channel and your delivery. Keep up with your amazing info." Thank you so much, sister 71. I appreciate you. Thank you. Deserving one. Thank you for the super sticker. Banji Baby 21. Thank you for the super chat. Trying to bully people into cheering for you on stage is top tier embarrassment. Well, you know, Busta Bus. Don't get me wrong. When you really think about it, most of his hits really come from his collabs with people. When you really think about it, most of his hits come from collabs from people. So it would make sense if it's just him in, you know, because I know when I think of Busta, the number one song come up to me was the one with Janet Jackson. And I mean, I could think of some other ones, the Cavassier, but they had a whole bunch of people on that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And it don't take away from the fact that Busta is a great rapper. I really want to hate and be like, he not even that good, but I'll be like, Busta is a great rapper. But what I'm saying is he still had to come in and act like us to even be where he at. And that's the problem. He should have came out off the jump and told us he was Jamaican. He kept that secret for 20 years, 30 years. We ain't even know. Trey, thank you for the super chat. 2 Chainz said, colonize, not monopolize. I know that's right. And shout out to 2 Chainz for getting the opportunity. Individual thoughts. Thank you for the super chat. Is there a trusted source you can share for genealogy, not DNA? Thanks in advance. So there are a bunch of them, but it takes work. All you got to do is go through, you can do ancestry.com. The most trusted source are going to be actual documentation that you go down to your local library, your courthouse, and stuff like that. But you'll have to find, it's a whole thing. It's not just one source. When you're doing genealogy, you're going through 50 different things at one time. But it's work. But I'm telling you, it's so fulfilling because it really enlightens you on a whole lot that you have no idea about. You have no idea about. I did a video on it. Did I? Well, I had a guest up on my other channel, Voodoo Doll TV Reacts, talking about the genealogy. Or if not, I want to say Dane Calloway. Shout out to Dane Calloway or Top Cats. One of those guys. They really good at the genealogy thing. But, you know. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. Yes, this is a good one. Start with your family obituaries first. That's a good one. You can get about 3 generations off that obituary. Facts. Especially if it's somebody old. Ooh, if you find like your great-grandmother's or your grandmother's, if you find your grandmother's obituary, you can find a whole, because you know black people, preceded in death by. You know what I'm saying? If your grandmother unfortunately is not here, but if you can find somebody from that generation, 2 generations up, you can find a whole lot. A whole lot. All right. Now, with that being said, y'all, we had 3 hours. I'm about to get off of here. I appreciate each and everybody for being here. Shout out to everybody in the building. FBA, I am so proud of us. Bro, this is only the beginning because it's nowhere but up from here. And people like Fat Joe and Fat Joe sympathizers, they're going to feel this wrath because we're not playing. With that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy your Saturday. It's rainy and icy out here, so it's not really much to do. But y'all enjoy y'all Saturday. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay warm because it's freezing out here. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up. Then it bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then it bust it open for your B-O-Y. for you, rock it for you, lift it up, baby. Mix it with your boss or not.
Come on, Blaze, so you know. Drop me a nasty beat.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.